Where's my picture? StreamYard just now came on. I mean, I haven't been able to get on StreamYard, and I tried to use Restream. Oh, it was horrible. Oh, well, let me try to find my picture. In the meantime, let me see if this works. Hold on. Okay. Sorta, yeah. Okay, let me get. Oh dear. Okay, hold on. Like I said, Dr. Emoto and rice and water. I never knew he had an experiment with rice. It's the same thing as his water experiment, but I thought just in case nobody knows about this, because I'm surprised that sometimes that people don't know what I know. Where is my playlist? And I put a little bit of effort into it today. Hold on. I'm gonna have to find my picture though. I hope I have it on the big computer. Okay, let's start with this one first. Hold on. All right. Okay. Present. Share screen. Okay. Just to get going. Dun, 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 dun. Is it on? Yes. Okay, here we go. And I'll look for my picture. Like the deserts miss the rain, and I miss you. Like the deserts miss the rain, and I miss you. Like the deserts miss the rain. And I miss you. Okay, I need my headphones. What is this? Oh, wait, stop. Okay, hold on. Share this tab instead. Oh, oh. How many commercials? They really, really, really want me to pay for not having commercials. It's becoming irritating. What can I say? I can do nothing but agree. Oops. All right, it said that I have lost my connection with my share screen, but it doesn't look like it. It looks like it's on there. Hold on, let me check. Hold on. Let me listen to myself and see if it's making any noise. Okay, come on. Ah, is it going? No, it's not making any noise. All right. Okay, let me try this again. Professional. Okay, hold on. Okay, it said I lost the connection to my screen share. Okay, where's my picture? I put my picture up there. Okay, StreamYard. Uh, let's try it again. Let me play some music, and I should get down to Dr. Emoto. That was my point. Okay, let me try this. Y'all are gonna get sick of this song. Okay, okay, hold on. Share screen.
Partner at his law firm.
Oh, good for you.
Well, it's a marvelous night for a moon dance with the stars up above in your eyes. A fantabulous night to make romance neath the cover of October skies. You know the leaves on the trees are falling to the sound of the breezes that blow. Yet I'm trying to please to the calling of your heartstrings that play soft and low. Yet all the night's magic seemed to whisper and hey. Yet all the soft moonlight seems to shine in your blush. Can I just have one more morning dance with you, my love? Can I just make some more romance with you, my love? Well, I wanna make love to you tonight. I can't wait till the morning has come. Yet I know now the time is just right, and straight into my arms you will run. And when you come, my heart will be waiting to make sure that you're never alone. There and then all my dreams will come true, dear. There and then I will make you my own. And every time I touch you, you just tremble inside. Then I know how much you want me that you can't hide. Can I just have one more moon dance with you, my love? Can I just make some more romance with you, my love? Let's a marvelous night for a moon dance with stars up above your eyes. A fantabulous night to make romance near the cover of October skies. All the leaves on the trees are falling to the sound of the breezes that blow. And I'm trying to place to the calling of your heartstrings that play soft and low. In all the night's magic seems to whisper and hush. In all the soft moonlight seems to shine in your place. Can I just have dance with you, oh my love? Or can I just make some more romance with you, oh my love? One moment dance with you in the moonlight on a magic night. The moonlight on a magic night. Can I just have one moment dance with you, my love?
Okay,
I
stop.
like that song.
It's always those last final notes that get me. I always want to put those last notes in, and that's usually when it will get me and shut me down. So I have to quit not putting the last 3 notes in there.
Yeah.
Okay, but yeah, I'm just playing around. I took a break. I'm not doing anything to take a break from, but yeah. StreamYard is. Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Well, thanks for letting me up. I just wanted to come on because, I met you, or learned, seen you in Sandy's chat,
Oh
a long time ago.
Yeah.
Like, I remember the first time I heard you, you came on one of Sandy's open panels, and it was awesome. Like, it was one that that I couldn't make it to, and I'm like, oh man, Creek Mary, she sounds so sweet. Like, I was like, awesome. Like, I felt bad because I missed that show. I would totally love to talk to you. And I didn't know that you did your own live streams. This is awesome. Yeah.
I do. Well, I lost a whole channel. Well, you remember during, I guess I can say COVID now. Anyway, during COVID. Yeah, I lost it. Well, I streamed a lot of things that were against medical advice, like don't wear a mask, don't take a shot.
Oh wow. So you had a channel before this.
Yeah, and I played an amazing Polly, and she is banned also. But I saw her on Rumble. Yeah, she's on Rumble, She has a lot of stuff, and I played one of her videos about the whole situation, and it was like instant death strike. I mean, I didn't get taken down, but I did. Yeah, I kind of did. I mean, I was
Yeah.
down for like, what
Well,
is
yeah.
it,
Well,
months?
well, that's weird. I noticed last night that you got taken down for playing music.
Oh, I
Uh,
always get taken down for playing music.
yeah. Well, but that's so weird because like right before that, I did a live stream with Bomber,
Mhm.
Bomber 411.
Yeah.
Like we
Oh, yeah,
we did
I've
a
seen
live
Bomber.
stream. I'm sorry.
I've
What'd
seen
you say?
Bomber. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So we did a live stream, yesterday morning at about like 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning Eastern
Mhm.
time, and uh, we basically watched Jim Brewer, his stand up comedy show from his channel. We watched like an hour and a half or hour and 45 minutes of his videos, and like we hardly stopped and talked or whatever. We pretty much just played it and stopped it every like 10-15 minutes, and we never got shut down. It was
Mhm.
weird. But then as soon as that show was over, like you went live, and so we ended that live show, and I'm like, oh, Creek Mary's live. So we went over there, and so I was watching your show, and you were playing music for like 5 minutes, and all of a sudden your stream got taken down. I'm like, what
Yeah.
the hell? That's so weird. You were playing it for like I was so getting into the song. You were playing what was it? Oh, uh Backwater. Uh
Let me think.
what
Was
was
it a
what was the song that you were playing last night that got you taken down? uh
Oh, goodness, I don't even know. Like I said, I get taken down all the time,
it
but
was
I like to come
crazy.
back.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
it was.
depends too. Like on if it's an official video, those are bad. But
Yeah.
if it's something weird like that one where I played that had the guitar chords on it, I mean, that was the song, but for some reason, if it's something goofy and little, it will sometimes let it slide.
Yeah, it,
It's
it
alright.
definitely it definitely depends on the content of who you're playing,
Mhm.
because we played Jim Brewer, and we played his stand up comedy for an hour straight and never got taken down. But then you played like 2 minutes of a song, or it was 30
Oh,
seconds of a song, and it
yeah.
got taken down immediately. Uh, like it was
They're
wild. Mm.
they're hard on music. I mean, they
Yeah,
are. They're strict on music. In fact, most of my videos after I'm through, I'll get a notice that says that it won't let me it won't I don't have to take it down, but it does always get banned in Russia and Belarus.
oh yeah,
And I
right.
thought, "Okay,
Yeah, yeah. Well, the copyrights after the fact don't really matter that much. It only
no."
it only affects visibility. If you're not monetized, then you don't have to worry about the copyrights. Like I've had many videos. Like I had one video that was taken down in every country that it was taken. It was blocked in every country or territory in like 180 something, uh, except for America and Canada were the only two ones that I noticed that it was still awake. It's still available. But
Still
you know what I
going.
mean?
Mhm.
It's just nuts. Like I have no idea how the YouTube algorithm.
"Hey,
But
Lev, what's up?" Lev Kung Fu Sat. "Hey, Lev, what's up?"
oh hey, Lev's here. Oh, I love Lev. I, I
Uh-huh.
I think I just left a comment on your last video about Lev uh
Mhm.
being Lev school. Yeah.
I like his stuff. It's really interesting.
Yeah. Well, thanks for letting me come on. I didn't mean to like interrupt your live stream. I just,
That's
I just
okay.
wanted to come on, and if you ever need help like learning about the stuff, because
Yeah.
I was watching all the ones for the last like week or two, where where you titled them just learning, and there was like the feedback and all the echo and all that kind of stuff. So
Well,
it
I got a tablet lately. Well, the thing is I've got a really nice desktop, but I didn't think about it. I don't have any kind of camera. There's no camera, there's no mic, there's no sound. I had to buy, like, a microphone, but it's a really nice desktop.
Yeah,
But I got a tablet lately, back. I had loaned it out and I got it back, and that's what I was trying to do because there's a camera on the tablet, but I
yeah.
cannot share screens and I cannot invite on the tablet.
Well, no, you can. Uh,
Oh, good, because I thought I could, I just didn't know how.
yeah, you can, and that's what I'm saying. If you ever want help with like, I can tell you, you can with the tablet you can turn the camera on or whatever. And I think you probably have a camera, uh, or maybe not a camera, but you have sound for sure on your
Yeah,
desktop, on
yeah,
the brand new desktop. Uh, so and that's what was causing the reverberation and the echo and all that weird sound
yeah,
because you were on the tablet and the desktop at the same time in StreamYard.
yeah.
So you just have to have one of them muted at all times.
Okay, because I knew that if I pushed enough buttons and had enough combinations that eventually I would figure it out, but I thought, "That's gonna be hard on everybody's ears." Well, I
Yeah.
have
Oh, yeah. It was. Yeah. Yeah. It was hard. It was hard to listen to. Uh,
Yes.
but yeah. So basically, if you want to join both, into your live stream, in Streamyard on both
Mhm.
devices, mute one of them. You just have to mute one of them, whichever one you're not talking on. Uh,
Okay, I think I will mute the tablet because the microphone is a really nice microphone, and
yeah.
I'll
No.
see.
Yeah. Is that what you're on now? Is the tablet?
Yeah, no, I'm on the desktop with the microphone.
Okay. Yeah. Well, the mic. Yeah. It sounds great. Right now.
Well, good, I
The
paid money.
microphone sounds amazing. Sounds perfect, actually.
Good,
So,
thank you. I was also going to try to do audiobooks, so that was the main reason I bought a microphone was to do audiobooks.
oh, well, yeah, well, hey, yeah, the mic, yeah, well, then, you got a double bonus on that one, uh,
Yeah, because that'll be
because yeah,
fun.
yeah, it definitely helps to have a microphone. I like streaming personally from the computer as opposed to my phone. Uh,
Mhm.
but the only bad thing is that you can't get up and go to the bathroom or go get a cup of coffee or do whatever. You're stuck. You're stuck to
Yeah,
your desktop.
yeah.
So you have to like play some music or whatever and be like, hey, we're gonna take a 3 minute break while I run and do this. But yeah,
Take
you
your
sound great. Yeah, but then on the tablet, you can walk around and do whatever, and then just mute when you get to somewhere where it's noisy. But yeah, if you ever need any help, trying to figure out, navigate all this new stuff, uh, feel free to, hit me up. I'll totally, you know, give you any knowledge I
Okay.
have. I'm still new to YouTube too. Like I've only been streaming for like a year, uh, but I have some ideas. But I love your streams. You're
Oh,
awesome.
thank you.
You
Yeah,
know
because
what I
it's
mean?
fun. I don't do it to be monetized. Some people were trying to make a living, and you could tell because they just you could tell that
Yeah,
it was
right.
well, to me, it's like artists, whenever artists have that conflict, it's like, "Oh, I can do this for money and I hate it, or I can do what I like and be broke and poor and happy." You know,
Yeah,
poor and happy.
exactly. Yeah,
It's
exactly.
always
Yeah, right. Yeah, like I never started YouTube, or started streaming for trying to make money or whatever. I just do it for fun.
just for
It's
fun.
just fun. It's absolutely fun, and that's how I got started. It was on Sandy's channel. It
And
was
it's
just
very
fun,
self-indulgent too.
huh?
It's very self-indulgent because I kinda like it. I can play whatever I feel like playing for as long as I feel like playing it, and then quit when I get tired.
Yep.
It's just fun and self-indulgent.
Yeah, exactly. As long as you're having fun, and you,
Yeah.
you you sound like you're having fun every time I've ever heard you, uh, online. You sound like you're having fun, and
I try.
I think
Okay,
that's why
thank
I think
you.
that's why I love listening to you. You know, so that's sweet.
Thank you. What's up?
Yep.
Been a
Hey, how's it
minute.
going?
So far
Yeah.
so good. I should be doing well, no, it's a crappy day.
Oh, is this Crunchy Bee?
Oh, hi,
Yeah,
Crunchy.
how's it going?
I've heard of you. I know you. You're Si's friend,
You
right?
know, Crunchy.
Yeah, Golden Side.
Yeah.
You got a name.
I know Crunchy B. Yeah. Oh, you were in Sandy's chat earlier tonight too. Yeah.
Dang, I must have missed it. I think I might have come in at the very end or something because, well, I have been sleeping at night a lot, which is strange. Because I was thinking about it and I thought, what? Well, I think last night I woke up because I usually do wake up, but Big Dog, I think, was laying on the remote and so I went back to sleep.
Oh yeah, I love Big Dog.
Oh, yeah,
He's
because I couldn't
awesome.
find it. And I thought, normally if I could find the remote, I would have got up and I would have watched, YouTube, or I would have got up and streamed, because I wake up at like 2 o'clock in the morning. But I couldn't find it, and he was laying on the bed, and I thought, I can't move him. And so I just went back to sleep. But yeah, I think he was laying on the remote last night.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I've had the opposite. I've basically not been sleeping. Sleep for like 5 hours and then stay up for 30 something. Sleep for another.
Oh, no. Well, normally I'm up at 2 o'clock, and then I'll fall over about 6. And then I take a nap and wake
Yeah.
up again. But that is really making me tired. I was really, really, really getting drugged down. So now I'm glad that I'm at least sleeping most of the night, at least. But God, I wake up dawn 30. And I thought, why couldn't I do this when I was working? Ah,
Yeah. Well.
get up.
Yeah. I should totally be asleep right now. Like I normally go to bed about around 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. I just
Yeah,
looked at the clock and it's fucking 12:30. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Not the
try to
language.
stay up till the sun goes down because
Mhm.
that's what I've been doing. I'm going to sleep right when the sun goes up. It's weird. It's
Yeah.
weird to not see the sun at all. Like
Oh
wake up.
yeah.
Oh, goodness, Crunchy, you need to get out and see the sun. I
Yeah.
even watched the sun come up, the other day whenever I thought it was the moon and I was looking for the moon and it wasn't there.
We've got record highs right now. It's like 76, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's warming up here too. Yeah, for sure.
Well, things are
But
blooming and sprouting that I didn't even intend. Like I found a piece. I mean, I grew lettuce by accident, which is about the only way I can grow food. But yeah, there was.
supposed
But it was growing out in the front, where I always kind of put things together. So, and there's seeds that blow everywhere. And I look down, and it looks like loose leaf lettuce. And I thought, wow, I wish I could do that on purpose. But yeah.
Hey, well, just take it, if, on accident, when it comes, and then
So I'll
figure out how to do it on purpose later. But yeah,
try to keep it alive.
yeah, exactly. That's
See what
funny.
happened. Yeah, but I grew. What did I grow before? I grew. I think it was a pumpkin that started to grow. Because, well, at Halloween, I'm really bad about picking up my stuff. So I let a pumpkin just like rot out in the front yard. And it started to sprout and grow a pumpkin.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Did you get any ticks on you last night when you went out, or
No,
yesterday morning when you went out to go fix the gate or whatever?
no, not that I can tell. But, I.
Well, that's good.
Oh, well, the thing is, some of the time, they are little, like pepper, like specks of
Uh,
pepper sometimes.
yeah.
Sometimes they are that little, and that's why, sometimes you don't know that
to.
you've got them until they've already gotten full and big enough for you to notice, and then it's
Wow.
gross.
Those
Yeah.
didn't
Yeah.
exist for me like when I was a kid.
I
I
don't remember them either until
Yeah,
later,
me neither.
but they're like pepper, like
yeah.
just little
Mhm.
specks of pepper.
Yeah,
But
I was amazed when you were talking about that. You're like, like you sounded like you were like really nervous about going to doing it, and you're like, yeah, finally,
oh,
you were just like, I'm gonna go do it. I'm gonna click the
I can do
in
it.
live button. I'm gonna go do it. Like like you were like making an effort to be like, yes,
I
just gonna
did
go
it.
do something I gotta do. You know what I mean? So like, but I had never heard of that before. So yeah,
Yes, I mean, I swear there. I don't know what it is, but I didn't get any. But I always have to be aware. I mean, there was one year it was really scary. Like there had, I had some dogs that I kept down there. They were a litter, and I was trying to get rid of them, so I kept them down there. Plus, there were the deers. Plus, there were the horses, and it got like some kind of a monster movie because the ticks were crawling up the screens trying to get into the house. I mean, then there wasn't just one or two, it was like a bunch of them were on all the screens trying to get into the house. And I would open the door to like the garage, not the garage, but like the carport. And I would freak out because it would be black and it would be moving with ticks, like the floor was moving.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that got scary. And you
I
could not
bet.
go from the house to the car
That's a
without
nightmare.
that. It was kind of strange. I thought it was. Like, I mean, for real, I would open the door and the floor would start to move on the carport. And they were crawling up the window screens that year.
Wow.
Dang,
That's
yeah,
crazy.
it was. It hasn't ever been that bad again, but it was like a monster movie.
So, do you mind me asking, like, what part of the country are you in? Like, without
Oklahoma,
revealing, huh?
Oklahoma. Oh God, people even know what town I'm.
Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't sound like from Oklahoma. You sound like you're from, like an eastern southern state.
Oh,
Are you originally from Oklahoma?
yeah. We've been here
Really?
since before it was Oklahoma. I brag about that all the time.
Yeah. You sound like you have a little bit of a southern draw to your
I
voice.
am. I can get even worse whenever I'm not in public.
You can get worse.
You know how you
Is
have
that
like
what you
a
said?
public voice, like when you're at work,
Oh
you
yeah.
have to act professional at work, but when you're at, when you're not.
Yeah, I gotcha. That's funny.
Uh-huh. So it just depends on what kind of a mood. If I feel professional, I can be.
I don't know.
But
You sound professional. Every time I've heard you so far, like I've only heard you, actually speaking for like the last couple weeks,
mhm.
since I discovered your new channel. Uh, but yeah,
Sometimes I just
you sound
get.
professional all the time.
Oh, thank you. Because sometimes I do. Sometimes I'll imitate my cousins, or just start talking like I'm talking with them, and
Hmm.
you can tell the difference. I think sometimes in how I talk, but I do know how to be professional.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because my mom is, I grew up with my mom, and she's lived in Ohio for her whole life that I knew that I knew her, and she had no accent. But when I was a kid growing up, we would go to West Virginia to like
Mhm.
southern, deep southern West Virginia, where they had a really southern
Yeah.
accent. And whenever we went to West Virginia, or whenever she went to West Virginia, she would come back, or when we were there, she was talking in like the deep southern
Yeah.
drawl. Like it just came back to her naturally. Like she didn't mean to do it or anything, but she talked with like the whole hillbilly accent,
Mhm.
super southern drawl. And then we got back home, and it would fade away after like a week or two. But you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Yeah, it's wild.
Even like from Texas to Oklahoma,
Or
I could tell.
Texas, Oklahoma. Yeah, yeah.
When I go back and forth, you can tell the difference from where I have been. If I've been back in Dallas for a while, like when I used to live in Dallas, you could tell.
Huh.
Mhm.
I've always had a hard time telling accents, like Midwest accents, because
Mhm.
I think people in the Midwest, like like I think Texas kind of has a little bit of a Southern, but more
Mhm.
like more like Midwest, like, like a normal
Yeah.
American accent. Like I don't think of them as you know an accent other than a few y'alls or uh, you know stuff like that. But uh, yeah,
'Cause I like
that's
real
funny.
far Southerns, like the Carolinas and, Virginias.
Yeah, right. Or Tennessee or Kentucky.
Mhm.
Uh,
Honey child.
exactly.
That
But yeah,
kind of.
I love the Southern accent. Like I think the Southern accent, uh, is a beautiful accent.
Thank you. And it is. I used to do a lot of telephone work, telephone sales, telephone marketing, telephone research a lot of
Uh-huh.
times. And we would call all over. And boy, howdy, those New Yorkers just ate it with a spoon. They did. They just talked just to hear me talk.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
New York accent, Boston accent, Jersey, like all, the Northeast, they have their own accents, and the South has their own accents, and then it seems like the rest of the middle of the country has no accent. Like I don't think being from Central Ohio, I feel like I have no accent, but then when I talk to people with accents, they're like, oh yeah, yeah, you definitely have that Midwestern accent.
Midwestern. Because that
Yeah.
doesn't sound like an accent. Because I know, like in California, they always try to not have any accent so that they can all be on the news.
I was always so confused why they called it the Midwest when it's like on the east side.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I never understood that either.
I just got it like the other day, and I was like, oh, it's like
Yeah, yeah,
middle
yeah,
of the West, like
yeah,
side of the world, which makes no sense either if it's balls.
yeah, yeah.
That was probably back before it expanded further west. It probably used to
Exactly.
be
That,
rural
that that's exactly what happened. Is that it got named the Midwest before it expanded. Like it
before there
was the
was more.
Midwest before the Western United States was discovered. So and then it just kept that name. But yeah, it's nowhere near the Midwest because
Mhm.
the Midwest goes all the way into Iowa and Wisconsin and almost like Kansas and Oklahoma is right on the border. So uh, it's crazy.
Yeah, I used to have a cousin that moved up that way. He's Indian, so he hung out with Indians. That's how he'd say Wisconsin. Yeah, that's how he would pronounce it when he came back.
Yeah, yeah, the way that you just said that, Wisconsin, it
Mhm.
sounded almost like a northern accent of the way that, they would say Wisconsin. Like I just say
Mhm.
Wisconsin. You know what I mean?
Well, I think he's got, kind of a Indian, Native American.
Uh,
They kind of different. So he's throwing that on top of the normal way of saying it.
yeah,
Is that, that's what I could hear that in Wisconsin like that.
yeah. Well, yeah, Wisconsin probably is like a Native American uh,
Yeah.
name, or has some sort of Native American background in their title, which you find that all across America. Like like there's tons of Native American names of cities in
Mhm.
Ohio and Pennsylvania and like all over the country. You know, all kinds of different Native American influence all across the country. So yeah, I can
Especially the
totally see that. Yeah.
well, I've noticed that, when we had the removal of the Trail of Tears, that a lot of the names trans came with us, that the same names are in Georgia and Alabama that are here, the same town names, a lot of them are the same. So I thought that was interesting. If I ever get over those ways, I'll try and visit some of the same town names.
So would you have a lot of town names? Is that what you said? That
Mhm.
are Native American names?
Oh God, yeah, we're all Indian over here.
Yeah. Oh yeah, right. Yeah. What tribe? Do you know what tribe you're talking about? Like
Oh God, baby, yes. I'm Creek with a little bit of Seminole because we are in the Creek territory.
yeah. So what are some of the Indian tribes that were native to your area?
Oh, I don't know what used to be here, but
Uh,
what got moved here was everybody got moved here. That's why they called it Indian Territory. And that's why it used to be so wild because it was not a state, it was federal land. So that meant
mhm.
that you had to go get a federal marshal. You couldn't get like local cop. There wasn't any local cop. There wasn't any state cop because there wasn't a state. You had to go get a federal marshal.
Yeah.
So it was pretty wild.
Huh.
It's still wild. but that's
Yeah,
probably why. But yeah,
yeah.
all
I
a whole kind of tribes here.
Yeah, I just know that like probably like 20 minutes, 30 minutes from where I live. That's pretty easy drive. There's like the Indian mounds, like
Mm-hmm.
the snake mounds, uh, and it was like the Hopi. I think it was. I think that's what it's called, Hopi tribe, uh, or the Hopi Indians
Mm-hmm.
that built those. And like I'm totally fascinated by like the Native American uh culture of in America, because like not just in Ohio, but they're all over the country, everywhere. I mean, but and there's hundreds of different Indian tribes that were here. They were all over America before before England came in and colonized and took over, and you know what I mean.
Oh yeah,
Uh, so
that's all
yeah,
that was
so
here, was
I love
Indians.
learning about that history.
But yeah, the mounds are interesting because, well, what they normally do is just blow them up and move them out of the way. Oh, I'll tell you a story. My aunt worked for, who was it that she worked for? Anyway, she worked for a telephone company, kind of like AT&T, only one of the smaller ones.
Hmm.
And they called her in because they had blown through some creek burial grounds, laying their line, and had taken some things out and put them on display in their front lobby. And they were freaking out because they were moving at night. So they called my aunt in because they knew she was creep and told her and asked her what to do. And she said, put it back where you found it.
Yeah.
So,
Good advice.
but yeah, that's what happens a lot of times. But most of those mounds, they compare them to the pyramids now, that they aren't just random, that they have a purpose. And if you uncover them, they are like the ones in South America.
Oh, I agree. Like yeah,
Mhm.
they're like sacred burial grounds.
Yeah, they are. A
Like
lot of
so
times, yeah, they're
you
up
don't
there.
want to dig them up or disturb them. Just and thankfully like the place close to me that I can go visit, they made a national park out of it, or not
Mhm.
national park or whatever. They made a little city park, and you can just like walk around, and there's nothing nothing to it,
Uh-oh.
but
Hold on, let me plug in my speaker. My speaker talks to me. It told me that its battery was low.
oh, that's good.
Whenever I turn it off, it says bye-bye.
Yeah.
Have an emotional relationship with my
Well, yeah, it's better than like that, that weird echoing and reverberation. So, but yeah, uh, no, it's nice that some cities and some towns in America have actually learned to preserve these areas and make them little parks.
Mhm.
And you just walk around, and it doesn't look like anything extraordinary. Like me and my daughter went there to these snake mounds that are historic snake mounds that have been there for thousands of years supposedly. uh and we went there, and there was nobody there, like there absolutely not a single person other than me and my kid. And we walked around, and but it didn't look like a natural structure, like it just looked
Well,
like it was all grass, and it was all mowed nice and kept up clean or whatever. It was just a bunch of hills, and in this big weird shape that looked like a big snake underground that was
mhm,
buried. You know what I mean? Like it was
yeah,
just weird. Uh, so uh,
but people
so
don't want to look for any significance in things. They just wanna just so isn't that interesting? They must have been really bored to do this kind of thing.
yeah.
I think it's
Or
kind of funny when they say, "Oh, they just were bored. That's why they built these mounds, wanting something to
no.
do." Yeah,
Yeah, I don't believe that. Like I don't think they were bored to build the mounds. Like they built the mounds for a reason.
for
You
a
know,
reason.
they built them for a reason. They built them for like a some sort of religious reason, or uh whatever their beliefs. They're
It's a
you know
lot more logical than building a house, because it stays 70 degrees underground like all the time, year round. So
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh, right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
you just go to a big cave and I mean, yeah, just pile shit up, make a big. It could be a big house. I don't know what they
Well,
all
no,
are, but
these are like the, pyramids in South America.
yeah, big.
Mhm. And
Yeah.
the only thing is, they have been overgrown enough that they turned into mounds of dirt. But underneath those mounds
I
of
bet
dirt,
those things are so haunted.
oh god, yeah.
But so real quick, what does it mean? Like if they build them underground, but yet now in current day reality, we can go and see them.
Mhm.
They're above ground.
They're above ground. Yeah,
Hmm.
they're built
So
above
how,
ground.
so does that mean like the Earth sank around them, and
No, I think they just
the
kinda got
structure?
covered up.
You know what I mean? Like
Either somebody purposely covered it up, or maybe they did just build dirt all around it from the beginning to make it not obvious that they were there.
huh?
No, that makes sense
Well,
because
just think
they're
about,
pretty
well,
obvious from space.
how things have grown up, for example, in the Amazon jungle, how quickly
Yeah,
that grows up and how many things they're finding now that they have, what is it, LiDAR?
yeah. I
Because things can just decompose. Oh god, I think about the home place. Things just decompose and get covered up and taken over again so fast.
yeah,
Yeah.
Hmm.
like those old buildings in the mud flood.
Yeah.
Wonder if that, you know.
Some of those abandoned buildings, I like watching people that go into the abandoned buildings.
Yeah, the mud flood stuff is very interesting.
Yeah.
Like I I don't know much about it, but I've been looking into that. Uh,
Yeah, there's a lot of evidence that Tartaria that
Yes.
existed, right? So I
I
don't know.
think that's interesting.
Unless you want to just believe that all past and history is a lie.
yeah, which is the way that I lived. The majority of my life until about like 10 years ago. I started realizing that all that stuff that they told us. They told me when I was a kid. Like I was totally indoctrinated. But
Mhm. Well, they
but
start
yeah,
young.
Yeah,
They start when you're too young to know anything and
yep,
just tell you what's real. And so
yeah,
you just accept it because you
right,
don't
yeah,
know.
yep. So yeah, I quit accepting things. Yeah, oh,
Yeah.
years ago. 10 years ago, I started realizing that everything they tell us is not true,
Oh, yeah. Well,
and
like
so
this
yeah,
one woman,
I'm
her
still
channel
new.
is well, this one woman I liked, her channel is called Question the Narrative. And I thought, yeah, question the narrative.
Hmm.
Mhm.
I
it's a
don't
good
know
channel.
if I've heard that channel. Is
Oh
it
god, yeah.
That's a YouTube channel?
Yeah, I think her main channel is No Place Like, I'll try and put a link up. No Place Like Home, because she does a lot of homeschooling. But underneath that is Question the Narrative, because when she had to start homeschooling her children during COVID, she was really conscientious and made an effort to do her own research to teach them. And she started coming up with all sorts of things when she started asking questions. So that's,
Lisa,
she has a whole series called Question the Narrative.
is her name Lisa?
No, well, I don't know. She's got red hair and glasses.
Oh,
Yeah, I'll try and find it and put it up maybe in the description. But yeah, I've started watching her a lot.
uh,
She started questioning a lot of biblical things and then started going into Mudflood and then started going into Mandela. I mean, she found all kinds of rabbit holes and she was not afraid to look at them either.
You like Mandela effect, right? What's your name? It's hard to say real or not for real.
oh yeah. My name's Josh.
Okay.
Josh.
Yeah. Just call me. Yeah, you can call me Josh.
You like Mandela effects, right?
Oh yeah, I'm totally into Mandela effects. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I found this one I hadn't heard anybody talk about yet. Maybe other people have found it, but I was watching this show, which was just Jim Carrey show, like the last show he ever TV show he ever did.
Hmm.
Um, it's called Kidding. He plays basically Mr. Rogers. He like has a kids show, and he's basically Mr. Rogers. But
Wow.
Uh-huh.
anyways, it's a good show. But what was my point? Oh yeah, the the
Mandela.
the show that it was on was on a Showtime. The network I mean was on Showtime. You ever like watch that or
Uh-huh.
know the logo of the Showtime logo?
Yeah.
Oh, oh, I want to show it to you and see like if you think it looks right or if anything's out of.
Oh, I think we just talked about this tonight on Sandy's show.
Okay, because I said something about it on voice chat the
Yeah.
other day.
Or
Did
oh, maybe
you?
yeah, maybe it was last night on Voice Channel. Yeah, I think I seen yeah
Yeah.
I seen the Showtime logo
Did you
change that
look
I'd
at
never
it?
heard of. I didn't. It didn't affect me,
Oh,
uh,
okay.
but I did hear that.
It looks so weird to me,
Y-
merged together like that.
oh, just all being merged and stuff.
Yeah, it almost
Yeah.
looks like it's a like the pi symbol, that a W, a T, and an I like merged together.
Yeah, see, I didn't watch Showtime that much. I watched Cinemax more than Showtime. Like when I was growing up, it was like I HBO and Cinemax, and
Yeah.
Showtime was one of the ones that was around, but we didn't have Showtime. Uh, so yeah, that one. So I'm not sure about that one, but yeah, but I believe you. Uh, it probably is merged and it looks all weird.
What's
Uh,
your theory? Do you think like it all happened at once, or is it, and we're still just finding pieces here and there,
I don't know. I have no
or
idea about.
it's still happening? Because I think reality can change like
Yeah,
that, like in the blink of an eye.
yeah.
Yeah.
I honestly think that the Mandela effect has been happening a lot longer than we've been noticing it. Like
Yes.
it's been coming. We started noticing it around. At least my group. Of my community that I hang out with started noticing it around like 2014, 15, 16 in
Yeah,
that areas.
I got off like
But
15 for me.
I think that honestly the Mandela effect has been happening long before that
Mm-hmm.
uh
Of
because
course
I
it is.
remember I remember the song Under the Bridge uh from Red Hot Chili Peppers,
Yeah, that one changed. That
and
one's
and that was in
that,
that was in like the 90s, and
those
I
are the ones
remember
that like kind of
yeah.
bring me down. Like
Huh?
there's like a dark message in it. Like it's the city of angels instead of
City of Angel,
yeah,
which is what
city
he
of
says
angels
now.
instead of angels. Yeah,
Yeah,
so like the well, I don't know. I guess
but I remember, when I first heard that as a teenager, or in my 20s. I guess I was probably in my 20s when that song first came out. I remember for like the first year or two hearing it. They played it all the time, and I was like, the City of Angels, and then all of a sudden,
I
one
remember
day
singing it.
I heard the song, and he was like, the City of Angel. I'm like, and I thought to myself, like, that's weird. He says angel, not angels. But that was long, long before I ever knew of the Mandela effect. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? So that's my first Mandela effect, probably before I ever even knew what Mandela effect was.
Well, I think
Yeah.
before the internet, you
And
just
before the
had
internet,
stuff, it was misremembering because it was just you, and it was
yeah,
just
right,
them off and on here and there, and it was easy to say, "Oh, I just misremembered." But
yeah,
once
or
you get a
we
lot
just
of
blew it
people,
off. Yeah,
yeah. But now that there are so many people and we are able to connect and talk to each other and confirm it and say, "No, it was me too," then it's not just misremembering when it's more than you and you all remember the same thing.
yeah. Well, one of my best friends that I've met online since I started streaming is Mr. Super Sidewinder.
Oh yeah, I gotta let dude out. I hear him make it, but
Yeah.
yeah,
Well,
Sidewinder.
yeah. Well, he has a Mandela effect that he remembers from like the 70s. Like he remembers a change from the 70s.
Oh, I do too. Oh, anyway, okay.
Yeah. So yeah, I can't remember what change it was, and so like I'll ask him about it next time I talk to him. Uh, but yeah, but you know what I mean. Like so that's what I'm saying. Like I think the Mandela effect has been happening long before 2016 or 15 or whenever we started realizing it.
Yeah, of course.
It just but we just started talking about it since the internet blew up and we were able to like share all the stuff. Uh, but yeah, it's wild.
Yeah, it, definitely don't think it's CERN.
Nope, definitely. I don't think it's certain at all. Like I think that's just an excuse.
It's like it's supernatural. I think it's either God or the devil or both, or I don't
Well,
know.
I'll share mine. I'll share mine while Duke's
Yeah,
outside real quick. Like in the
from the
70s.
70s.
Yeah, this was in the 70s. Like I had always grown up, the Lindbergh baby. I mean, it was just
Mm,
known that they never found the Lindbergh baby. That was just,
mm,
part of reality. It's just the way it was. And in the 70s, I was reading one of my husband's true crime books, and it talked about when they found the Lindbergh baby dead and all of the evidence that they found and how it was one of the first cases they were able to use circumstantial evidence instead of like other kind of evidence. But that was the first I had heard that they found the Lindbergh baby, and that was in the 70s. Uh-oh, what happened?
yeah,
You
I don't.
you heard that they found the Lindbergh baby?
Yeah, in that book, that
Oh
they
yeah.
found the baby dead,
Oh,
and
they found it dead. Okay. Yeah.
yeah, they found the baby dead. But I remember, I mean, it was just one of those things that was just known that they never found the Lindbergh baby.
Yeah. Yeah. Me too.
Yeah,
Yeah. It was never. It was just never. They were never found or.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it was just a known thing, like the sun comes up in the east. They didn't find the Lindbergh baby. And then until I
Exactly.
read that book in the 70s and it said, yeah, when they found the dead baby, and I thought, oh, they found the baby? But yeah, that was in the 70s when I found that one out. So that's what made me start thinking, like you say, it's been going on a long, long time, maybe forever.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. Yeah. It could have been going on. The Mandela effect could have been going on for God knows, how
Yeah,
long, decades, like before, like way before we were born, 50, 60,
yeah.
70, 80 years ago, or, 100, who knows?
Well, like all
Yeah.
those times that like grandma would say, well, I thought they were dead.
Yeah.
Well, it did.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Right. That's the worst one. That's the worst part about the Mandela effect is because I talk to people all the time now and, like I'll bring up somebody and they're like, yeah, it sucks they died. And I'm like, oh, wait, they're not dead. You know what I mean? Like the people dying, that one bothers me. But I guess the thing that bothers me the most is the Bible changes in the Mandela effect.
Yeah,
You
the
know what I mean?
Lion and the Lamb was the biggest one for me. That
Because yeah,
and
I
the
grew
dancing birds.
yeah I grew up in the church, and Christian school my entire life from the day that I was born. I was going to church and learning the Bible in Christian school and everything. For the first 19 years of my life I was indoctrinated. I was, taught the Bible, and I learned the Bible and I learned the verses, and there's
Yeah.
just so many verses that are so different now, and that one bugs me the most of anything about the Mandela effect is the Bible changes. But
But yeah, I was brought up in a family out here in the Bible Belt of deacons and leaders, and it was all the time. You were in church. My
mhm,
son was born at Oral Roberts Hospital.
yep,
So you just grow up knowing stuff like that around here.
exactly, yeah,
Yeah.
same here.
And so when you don't even question it because you just know what it is. And that is, that freaked me out too. Because until then, I felt pretty secure, like God's in control. And
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Mhm.
then the Bible changed, and I thought, oh crap. So that took a lot of thinking. And I finally came up with a good reason.
What is it?
Finally made up a good reason. But that the Bible is a material thing. Just like
Yeah.
gold, just like the Bible is a material thing.
Mm-hmm.
And the Mandela effect is a material thing. Well, maybe not. I think
Mhm.
maybe it's spiritual too. But at the time, I thought that is a material thing subject to the devil who is in charge of the world and material thing. Even if it is the Bible. But what I started doing was depending on
See,
like the Holy Spirit. Because you're connected to God through that spirit.
yeah, yeah.
And that's what I started depending on. Because I thought, okay, the Bible can change it. It is what it is. It is what it is.
Mhm.
I mean, they told us in the Bible that reality can change. I mean,
Yeah.
Jesus was doing magic, maybe white
Mhm.
magic, I guess. Good magic,
Yeah.
he was
Magic. Changing
making
reality.
Yeah,
making
right. Yeah,
fish
water
appear.
into wine and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
Raising the dead.
walk
Sound
on
like
water.
magic to me. But
Yeah.
yeah.
So that's how I got through it. So I thought,
So
okay, I still got that spirit that connects me to God, and I guess I'll have to just depend on that.
so do you believe the Mandela effect is like something, like that's magic, or do you think that, like, do you think the actual
Yeah, it's
Bible is
like
changing, or
supernatural.
is it, supernatural? Like
That's what I would
it's
call magic. Magic is supernatural, real magic, or
Yeah.
unless you're just talking about
well, I
sleight of
mean,
hand magic, that's
yeah, I mean, magic is
tricks,
supernatural for
magic
sure.
tricks.
I agree.
But the whole Mandela thing,
I
yeah.
I don't know. I mean, like, what is there like some cabal like making spells to make this place more hellish and for I don't know. I don't think so. I don't know. I'd like to believe it's just God because God is in control, like she was saying, but it's
Well, the thing is,
it's
God is
crazy. I
not
mean,
in
we have to
control
take
of the world.
responsibility for our influence on the world.
Hey, Forever
You
Love,
know,
what's up?
we do affect. We can make choices, and for not only ourselves, others. Like what we do affects others. So we
Yeah.
gotta like. But do we have an effect without like just our thoughts and feelings?
Yes, you do. That is why I had Dr. Emoto up here.
Yeah, that's what
That was what
it's.
I was. Yeah, I forgot about that. I didn't.
I
I
mean,
didn't.
because the synchronicities happen to me all the time, and it's like I
Yeah.
was just talking about that. Like why, or it's so it kind of makes me feel like I'm dreaming or something. Like I'm like I don't know. But it's always these stupid little things that, and I don't know. I don't think it's. I don't want to say I completely like. uh I don't know. Some people believe we create the world with our. I don't believe that.
People do because the
I think.
world. I can have that argument too.
Oh,
Because
that's
the
what I
whole
was
world,
gonna say. Is what you remember how you said like the devil is in control of the world, like and that's what it does say in the Bible, right? Like that.
the material.
See that's a Mandela effect for me. He was cast down into the pit, and I guess it did say he was going to be let loose at one time, and maybe that's it. We are living. He is let loose, and he immediately changed the Bible to like say like he is the God of this world and all that. He wasn't the God of this world. He was in hell. He was cast out, and this was our place. That God made, and yeah, we did like. I guess he was there for when Adam and Eve was there, but I don't know. Just didn't it didn't I don't know, maybe I didn't want to believe like there is like evil here, you
There
know.
is
That's what I'm saying.
Chris.
It's like
Yeah.
It
God's
is what it
God's
is.
got a plan and everything is as it should be.
Well, that too.
Hmm.
They're not, mutually exclusive. Because
I
people
know.
assume that God is, well, the thing is, people always try to this is my opinion. Your mileage may vary. But everybody tries to personalize God and bring him down to human scale and give God emotions and motivations that make sense to humans. And that, to me, is limiting God. Because God is far past a human to me and does things that I cannot even see, like an ant. And just I am not on a need to know basis with God. He does not have to check with me and run things by for my approval. Really.
Mhm.
And to me, when I read one of the East Indian books, I can't pronounce it, the Bhagavad Gita. Anyway, I read that book. Yeah, whatever. Alvaro, what's up? But yeah, I can't pronounce it, but I know I can spell it. And that was what I got out of that. The main story I got out of that was that God wanted the hero, I forget what his name was. Anyway, he wanted the hero to have the kingdom. And the hero said, I can't do that. That would be wrong. That's my brother's kingdom. That would be wrong. And God said, I am always right. You are the ones that think right and wrong, right and wrong.
Mm.
What I want is for you to have that kingdom. That is right. So what God wants, even though we think that it's wrong, it's not my call to judge God.
Yep.
So I try to look past that to what God wants. And God sometimes wants hard things, like Jesus having to suffer and die. I'm
Mhm.
sure that was not in a lot of people's theology anymore because God is merciful. But that was part of God's plan because without that, there would not be Christianity.
Yeah.
And
But
everybody, but really, it takes sometimes it looks like wrong to us. But like it said in that book, man is the one that makes up right and wrong, good and bad, and that changes according to whatever's in fashion.
yeah.
Anyway, quit preaching.
Yeah. But the Old Testament God, like if you look at the God of the Old Testament versus the New Testament, like he was a very different. It seems like a very different God to me.
Mm-hmm.
And I grew up, the Old Testament God was like a mean, vengeful, God that
He
Well,
rained
still is,
down.
I think, right?
yeah.
So yeah, I don't mean to get into theology or whatever because you know what I mean. But uh, I'm
Well,
just
Well,
it's
saying.
part of the Mandela.
Yeah, I
When the
guess
Bible
maybe.
changed.
I guess he's a jealous god now.
Yeah, right. Yeah, his name is jealous.
His
Yeah.
name
He's
is
not just a jealous God. His name,
weird.
his
Yeah,
name. The Bible says now his name is jealous, uh,
it's so
which
weird.
is super weird to me
If
because
you
like I would think that's I the God of the New Testament would not classify himself as my name just call me jealous, you know what I mean.
That's my
yeah,
name.
I
It's
always,
weird.
I guess I wanted to justify that as, I mean, I don't know about his name being that, but no. But I could
Yeah.
see him being a jealous god, as in, like, if you like,
Like yeah, making idol
so
statues or graven
yeah,
images and all that kind of stuff. Like I could see being jealous of
like
you know
he doesn't want your soul to be lost, right? But also, I guess, gave us free will. But it's
I know.
so hard to have
Hope
a
you guessed the right way.
yeah,
right.
it's hard to believe any of that stuff anymore, for me at least. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, but
But
hey, yeah,
it's good for everybody to have their own connection.
yeah,
Even if it doesn't come from church. Because a lot of people just don't want to go to church. I
yeah.
haven't been going to church.
I haven't been to church in 25 years. Like because I grew up in a cult, and when I was 18 or 19 years old, I got out of there. And it was it was mask to me as a church. Like I thought I was
Mhm.
growing up in church, and I realized, after I left that it was a cult, and so I just kind of rejected that whole, Christianity and everything
Yeah.
after that. And like I'm still like the only reason that's gotten me back into any kind of spirituality, or looking into God and uh, that kind of thing, was when I discovered the Mandela effect.
Mhm.
So for like 20 years, I went godless or churchless, and was
Yeah.
total heathen. And and I'm probably still a total heathen,
Mhm.
technically, if you
Oh, me too. I think I'd be burned at the stake.
yeah, right, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
so
um.
so I'm still trying to figure it out, but
Yeah, we all are. I just feel like I had around 2016. I had like real. I don't know. You call them glitches in the matrix, but I think it was something else like speaking to me through weird coincidences. Like I don't know. It's like if I told anybody, like I would have gotten locked up. Like I never really heard voices, but it was always like I did have like messages like through the radio and like songs and stuff like that, which we all do is like through
Mhm.
the Mandela effect. Well, a lot of people think there's messages. I'm not saying like everybody does, but
Yeah.
um, and that's one of the symptoms of schizophrenia. So you gotta like be careful, like you can tell, but.
You say that like it's a bad thing, don't you?
I'm just saying.
schizophrenia schizophrenia is bad. I didn't know that. I
I
I, I thought that was
know.
normal.
I
Say that like it's a
yeah,
bad
I'm just kidding.
it's just no. I was having like I know I've told this stories. I don't, but I was seeing things like disappear and reappear and like
Mhm.
just impossible in like the turn of a head like um
Yeah.
eh,
Mhm.
and I didn't know what to make of it. I was also finding like it was all little coincidences, Um, except for one time was very, very obvious. I was walking through Walmart and it was so loud and busy. And I was like going through the medicine aisle or something to get band aids or something for my son. And then everything, like I could hear the like beeping and chatter so loud. Then everything just went silent. And I looked down my aisle and I was the only one in the aisle. Everything's completely silent. I was like, what was
Oh
going like
God, that's always a
the
bad sign.
Wow.
the music and everything completely that was
Stopped.
playing overhead completely stopped. Like I wasn't paying
Mhm.
attention to what song it was, but um
You noticed it would quit,
I
yeah.
I noticed it quit, yeah, and
Yeah.
then when it came back on, it said, "I don't want the whole world to see me, 'cause I don't think that they'd understand.
Oh,
Whatever
I know that
may
song.
be broken, I just want you to know
Know
who I
who
am."
I am.
And I was like, and right then, all the cash register started up again. Somebody came around the corner, and I was like, "What just happened?
Yeah.
Wow,
Was
that's
that like
amazing.
a
Mm.
personal message for me?" It's like something like completely just like stopped time and space and everything. Like I'm sure nobody in that store, and like, I don't want to believe like everybody's NPCs, but God, I think God has power over time and space and everything. I don't want to like limit. I don't want to like say like, oh no, this is just Satan's world and that's it, and he's got control over everything. So fuck it,
Yeah. Mm.
Like, yeah, I don't want to give
Might as
him
well
all
go
the
home.
power, like, right? So
Uh,
I like to have faith. I think it's got to be something supernatural. But then there's all the synchronicity stuff, and I don't think God made us like powerless either. So I think we probably are do
yeah.
have some influence, but also don't let hey, like get to your head and start like manifesting things that like for I don't know. I've
Yeah.
just seen, I've talked to people that say that they can do it, but I'm like, I don't know. I don't
They
even
cannot
want to. I don't.
manifest things.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, I got this car, I got this like girlfriend and everything. It's just like just manifested it and shit. And I'm like,
Well, then
okay,
I
man.
must be doing it
I
wrong.
know. I'm like, it's fine. I know I'm doing a shit job, I guess, but
Uh,
Maybe I'm
um,
asking for the wrong
I
things.
think it
Maybe
was
I
about
should
that
just be
time.
asking for like spiritual enlightenment
Well,
instead of car.
I got um uh proposed to join some kind of secret society. They said,
Cool. Did you
and
have to sacrifice anything or give blood?
I said no, thank you. I don't want anything to do with any kind of secret society, and I turned and walked away.
why not?
I always wonder because they said like they because
See,
well
now you always wonder.
I was looking at the UFOs and I was recording the UFOs and stuff, and they said like they knew what they were and they knew everything about like the secrets of like space and like they had access to like the biggest telescopes in the world and everything. And I just like I don't know. I guess they wanted me to join. I just said I don't want anything to do with some secret. You know, I don't think the truth should be secret. And
Really?
I walked away. So I guess I don't know.
Well, just like a kid, stranger
they
danger.
they
Anytime you
never.
want to keep a
I
secret,
guess
it's
they're
not
like, well,
good.
Hmm,
I never
Wow.
really knew who they were because it was just like
that's wild.
back in the day when you could like message anybody on YouTube, you could just send them a message like straight to their email.
I didn't know
Hmm.
you could. I didn't know you could do that back
You
in
used
YouTube.
to,
Like I
yeah.
didn't know you. I didn't know YouTube used to have a direct messaging system.
Hmm.
That's wild.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it was everybody like had their names and stuff. It was before I changed my name, but
Huh.
because that's what like Google did when you first signed up. It's like asked your name and stuff, and I don't know. You didn't really think
Yeah. Right.
anything.
Yeah. You didn't know that that was
Yeah,
going to be the name that was going to be the public.
Right.
forever.
View. Yeah. Right.
And then I had some weird messages too. Like one of them was like, because I was getting like going down these rabbit holes with the Mandela. Well, it was even before the Mandela effect. It was flat Earth I got into, and the aliens and or whatever. I don't want to. I put aliens in quotations, but um, uh, yeah, I had this message one time that said like we're gonna get you, and like I was like, what
Okay.
the fuck? Who are you? It was so random because it was on a random. Like I commented on all kinds of videos, and it was some random like wasn't even. I don't even think it was about the Mandela effect or anything, but it was just like we're gonna get you. I was like, okay, maybe I should like not put myself out there that much.
Yeah.
But here we are,
Like,
using
here I am.
Google's
Lots of
platform and just like, hey Google, you want to know everything we're thinking? And
yeah. Yeah. Lots of rabbit holes to go down when you start searching in Google.
Hmm.
But mm, but hey,
But that's good, though. I think
r-
it's good
r-
for people to have an open mind and, to question a lot of
the
things.
the company that owns Google and YouTube and all that is it's called the
alphabet.
uh,
Yeah.
Alphabet Company or something like that. It's like Alphabet Inc. or some shit.
Yeah. That's crazy.
It's right in our
Yeah.
face.
Yeah, they control everything. Like certain companies, like 5 or 6 big companies control the entire internet and the entire media and all that kind of stuff.
Food.
And food
Yeah,
and
no
uh,
kid. Uh,
money and all everything. It's all controlled by like a big huge cabal. Uh, but anyways, sorry,
That's
but
depressing.
Well,
Let's
I was, Amazing Polly again. A long time ago, she was starting to go into the trafficking, and she talked about Epstein and Maxwell,
yeah.
and had a lot of information about Maxwell that I thought was interesting.
In
That
2000, they knew in 2005.
Well, her sister designs uh like software and engineering for military stuff and government stuff, and she was supposed to have built in a lot of back doors so that they could get into the stuff that she was selling the military. That was her sister, and her father was a big media person, And she was trying to point out how his influence and saying that he was probably, all sorts of Mossad and all sorts of things, but he had so much power and control, just him, because he had influence over everything, over television, over newspapers, over radio. He had control over most of the media that went out.
Yeah. And who is this you're talking about?
Ghislaine's father.
Oh yeah, right, exactly.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Maxwell. What was his first name?
I think it
Yeah,
was Jordan. Oh, well, I
yeah.
can't.
I was thinking George Maxwell, but that's not right. But yeah, I know. Yeah.
And their whole family was shady.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely Mossad uh, associated. Uh, like
Mhm.
yeah, it's all craziness. But
But yeah, Amazing Polly, if y'all can ever get, she's only on Rumble now. But
Amazing Polly. Oh, I remember her. Like I
yeah,
remember
Amazing
I remember
Polly.
Amazing Polly from like years ago. Holy crap!
Yeah,
I
before
haven't
she
heard that
got
name
banned.
forever. Yeah,
She got banned like permanently.
yeah. I used to love her.
Yeah, she's on Rumble still yet. She's
Oh,
still
she's on Rumble. Oh, cool. I will have to look her up.
doing
Did you
things
get
on
kicked
Rumble.
off YouTube or something?
Oh my goodness, yes, she's the one that I got an instant death strike for paying her video about COVID and the shots.
Oh,
Yeah, it sounds about
Yeah,
right
yeah.
because it
for
was on
YouTube.
Rumble. And
Yeah,
I played it off of Rumble and it still found me.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
All right.
But I
Well,
should
hey,
find Amazing Polly too. Put her
yeah,
link up.
yeah. Definitely check out. Yeah, Amazing Polly.
Mhm.
She was awesome. But
Yeah.
hey, I got to go, guys.
Okay.
Like I have like 6 hours to sleep before I have to go to
Oh my
work.
goodness.
I can't believe it's 2 o'clock or 1:30 in the morning here, and like I'm normally in bed by like 8 o'clock in the morning, so like I stayed up way past my bedtime. But it was wonderful talking to you. I'm glad I caught you live, and if you ever need any help, Creek Mary,
Yeah.
with learning any YouTube, any of the live streaming or whatever new nuances or whatever, uh,
Well,
hit
I
me
do
up.
want to play with that tablet, because that is the only camera that I've got right now. And I, like having a camera. I like showing things like Big Dog's harness in my garden,
Yeah.
things like that.
Well, I can give you my email if you have any questions. If you ever just want to if you have any questions or whatever, uh, my email is everjosh08.
Oh, wait. Okay. Hold on.
I can put it in the chat or I can put it in the private chat or something just so you have it.
Whatever you
Uh,
feel comfortable with, because I won't remember.
no, yeah, it's a public email for me.
Oh,
Anybody that,
okay.
so yeah, so uh, I, I can put it in the chat real quick.
Yeah, and I'll write it down.
Oh, thanks. Forever Love says thanks and have a nice. Oh, thanks forever love. Yeah. Uh, like I've met I've seen a few people in your chat that I've never known before,
Mhm.
and apparently, but yeah, my email is everjosh08@gmail.com. But I'll put it in the chat, and I'll put it in the private chat. Uh, and then just send me an email sometime, and if you ever have any questions about anything about doing the streaming or uh you know StreamYard or any of that that kind of stuff. I know it's difficult to kind of navigate. uh I'm totally happy to help. uh
Yeah, because it's painful for other people when I have my
yeah,
own experiences sometimes.
it is. Yeah, it's hard getting it all figured out,
Uh,
but yeah, uh thanks for having me on, and I
okay, well, listen,
appreciate.
I'm glad you came by. I will
Yeah,
try and use the camera probably in the next day or two and, play around with it.
yeah.
Because, it works okay but yeah, I just don't know how to do anything whenever I'm on that little tablet. But okay, well, I will let you go.
All right.
And
Well, you guys have a good night, and it was good talking to you, Crunchy and Mary.
Yeah, you too, man. Later.
Yeah.
yeah,
Talk to you guys later.
okay.
All right.
We'll
Good night.
see you next time.
Yep. See you
Maybe
soon.
really see you. I might get that tablet working.
Yep. All right. Sounds good.
Okay. Well, I will play. Where do I have Dr. Emoto?
Yeah.
Where is? What am I doing? Oh God. I almost had it together, and then I got totally distracted.
You cannot call
Oh, wait.
yourself a true geisha.
Oh God! Stop! 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 I just like to play that sometimes and laugh. Okay. View my channel. View my playlist. Dr. Emoto. Dr. Emoto. Dr. Emoto. Batter up. There's my chola. All right. Where? Oh, I'll play this. Okay. Am I sharing? Yes, I'm sharing.
Yeah, you sure?
I'm doing so good.
I guess you wonder where I've been. I searched to find the love within. I came back to let you know. Got a thing for you, and I can't let go. My friends wonder what is wrong with me. Well, I'm in the daze from your love, you see. I came back to let you know. Got a thing for you, and I can't let go.
That is
Coming to the
Oh God.
they strung up a man. They say we murder free. Strange things have happened here. Stranger way. We met and lived. Night in the hanging tree. Are you coming to the tree? Tell and call. My voice loves you. Strange things have happened here. Stranger way.
Stop! Stop!
gummy
Stop! Stop!
bears.
Stop! Stop!
Just a bunch
Stop!
of like pork
Yeah,
gelatin.
it looks nasty.
Yeah.
What am I trying to find? I was Dr. Emoto. Oh, Dr. Emoto. Where am I? A true geisha. I like to laugh about that. Because I tell you what, that was nothing. I shouldn't brag, so I won't. But that was nothing. I could make a man turn around and run to open the door for me. And anyway. Yeah, I made a man fall over backwards one day. And I mean, like flat fall over, knocked him over backwards. So stop a man with a glance, knock him over backwards with a glance, girl. Then come talk to me. Anyway, focus, focus, focus. Okay. Oh, reverse speech. 2.
Oh, those kids that can talk backwards. Have you seen that?
No,
Is that what that is?
David O.
I don't
Oh,
know. I've
no,
seen
this is
these
David
kids
O.
that just like know how to speak backwards just naturally. It's weird.
Ooh.
And they can talk to each other backwards.
Are they like twins or something?
No, they're just some people have this talent that just it's like
Well, yeah.
dyslexia, but they can do it verbally. I don't know. You know, like
Wow.
read backwards and speak backwards. Just natural. Like
So
this
they
like
do it naturally.
yeah, this kid's like 7, 8 years old or something.
Well, David O is I've been watching him for a little bit. He even his live off and on. But anyway, he used to listen to the backward masking. You know, remember when they said that if you listen to things backwards, they would be, satanic, like
Yeah.
the Rolling Stones. Anyway, he got hung up on that back in the day. And he kept up with it though. And he said that it happens all the time. People do it all the time.
Yeah.
And I even got it too because he had an app and I played with it. I put it on the phone and it worked. It scared me so much that I deleted the app. It scared me.
What, it like recorded you and then played it backwards?
Yeah,
Or
on the app, you could say something on your phone and then the app would play it backwards. And it did. And I deleted the app.
yeah,
For real.
there's
It
uh,
was plain. It was plain. It was like I had said it frontwards. It was that plain. And
I
it
think
was bad.
demons can definitely affect electronics and just matter in general. So that's why I'm like, I have this story, I have these like things that have happened that are impossible, but do I know it's like actually God, or is it the devil, like, or a demon or something? Like, I mean, if demons have the power to like, or ghost even, if you believe that,
Oh,
you
yeah, I
know,
believe in all of that.
like, I don't even want to believe that. Like, go, there's just ghosts here and demons and everything else. We're just,
Yeah. And they're right next to you. You just can't see them.
yeah,
And
that's,
they suck your life out of you. They influence your behavior.
how can you think about that all the time? Well, you're not supposed to think about it all the time, but how can you
No,
know
you
it
just
all the
be
time? And
aware.
then
You
when
just
once
know.
you know it, you can't unknow it.
Well, and the thing is, once you know it, then you are aware that perhaps your behavior is being influenced by something that isn't good
Right. So then
that
you
you
can
don't
take
know about.
control of your behavior
Yes,
and
that's right. Because I believe in spirits and I believe that people, if you don't have something in you, like they call it empty vessel, you're just
yeah,
anything can come and get
those
you if you're not
intrusive
aware.
thoughts people have,
Yes.
like, it sounds like just I guess that's like what schizophrenia, like, I guess, well, normal people, I say normal. Now I just learned that, like, what was it last year? They said like a lot of people don't have a inner voice in their head. Like,
You know it.
how? That's like,
Oh dear.
it's like either my best friend or my worst enemy. I don't.
I know
Yeah,
it. What do they do when they're alone and bored? I guess they just twiddle their thumbs.
yeah. I
You
don't
know,
know.
how can,
Like,
well,
do
that's
they
probably where
dream?
literature comes from. A lot of things come from that inner voice, those inner visions that people have. Art,
Yeah.
fiction,
It's not always a bad thing, but
that's not always a bad thing. A rich inner life, like they used to joke about.
yeah, I can't imagine like somebody that doesn't have that inner voice, or like would be good at
What
art
do they
or
have?
anything,
Yeah.
like, I don't,
Or
yeah,
what do they have? If they don't have that connection.
I don't know.
Because to me, that is part of the connection to God.
You'd just be on autopilot, you'd be an NPC. There's no way.
Yeah,
There's no
and
way
it,
it's true.
and it,
I
yeah.
don't know. Have you met anybody that said that they don't have an inner voice?
Well,
I
I
still
don't go
haven't yet.
around asking people,
Yeah, no, it's a weird question to ask, isn't it?
"Hi, do you have an inner voice?"
Just go to church and
You
just
don't
ask.
know me.
Like, "Yeah, I know I'm new at this church, but I was wondering, do you have an inner voice?
Show of
No,
hands.
that angel and demon on your shoulder."
And it. But yeah, that's probably part of that too. Those little cartoons where they used to show that.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh God, let me show you. Have you heard about Dr. Emoto and his rice?
Yeah, yeah.
Because I didn't know about the rice. I knew about the water.
Oh, yeah, the snowflake, or yeah, he froze
Yeah,
it and made like
and
crystal.
depend on what you said to it.
Yeah, I
He did
remember
it
hearing
with
about the
rice.
rice like 10 years ago. Yeah,
I didn't know about the rice. Where's the
we can
rice?
watch it if you got it.
I might have it. What did I do? Oh wait, well there's the verse speech. Okay, hold on.
Go watch whatever you want.
Where is the beginning? Oh God, there's double dutch. I got into double dutch for a while.
But I was thinking like that experiment. Like, one, they say the things that the rice they said good things to and loved on it and
Mhm.
whatever, then it stayed white and didn't mold and get nasty. And the one they said they
Mhm.
hate got all. But I'm thinking about it. But like all that mold and stuff, that is life growing. If you just have
Yeah,
like rice that's just plain and yeah, sure you don't want to eat all the mold and stuff, but there's nothing growing. There's no life in there. You really
I
just love
guess it depends on what viewpoint you take. From the
that
mold
rice.
viewpoint, it's pretty darn good.
Yeah, the micro world freaks me out.
Oh, golly, yeah.
When it gets to things we can't see, like
Yeah.
forget our color spectrum, we can't even see like all these like bugs crawling all over our skin all the time. Like what? Yeah, they're like on your eyelids when you wake up. That crust, right? That's the shit from the
Oh, I
bugs.
probably swallowed one right now.
Eh, right? What? I don't know how to. And then I guess you could become like obsessive compulsive and just like wash your hands all the time.
Oh, man, it.
But uh, I don't know. Would it be easier to not? Is ignorance bliss? I always just like I don't know.
Well,
Where does like an animal's like questioning? Like, does a dog ever wonder why it's not a human, or does it just be a
I
dog?
don't think so.
You know?
I think that, well, to me, I think animals are more pure because they don't question God's will like we do. They don't have free will like we do.
You don't think they have free
And
will?
yeah, you
Interesting.
can do what you can do good or you cannot.
Animals
You have the choice.
animals do
And,
good and bad things all the time.
well, I think it depends on your judgment on what's good and what's bad. See,
Mm,
like that old
yeah,
Indian book that I read, man is the one that makes judgments on what is good and what is bad.
yeah, it's true. Like
Yeah.
if a dog attacks somebody, they feel threatened.
Yeah.
Whether they are being really threatened, I don't know. Is it the intention that really matters? Like, so this dog thought this little kid was going to strangle it, so it defended itself.
It
No, we can't
obeyed.
really, it's kind of a bad thing, but
Well, and I think
they
a lot
don't
of
know
the
they're
animal's
doing bad.
instinct is perverted by being in society as a pet.
Yeah, that's true. Well,
See,
yeah, I don't
because
know.
if this dog was out running around loose in the wild, it probably wouldn't be messing around with a little kid in the first place. And if it did, it would
Mm,
probably get killed.
mm, no,
So
I mean, there's been kids that have been snatched up by coyotes and stuff, right?
oh god, yeah, a dingo ate my
So,
baby.
I think that's the Mandela effect. Like that was never said in some movie or
Oh,
something.
really?
Or it said something. It
Yeah.
was is said differently. I can't
Oh, it
remember.
might have been,
It's
but it got to be such a
dingo ate
meme.
baby.
That was the meme.
Yeah, let me look it up real fast.
A dingo ate my baby. Anyway, let me do something. Oh, okay, rice and water. Okay.
I'm about to show you something that makes me furious every time I see it. This is a
Oh,
real
it's a
tax return from
commercial.
someone making
Furious
$284,972.
Okay.
Japanese researcher and healer Dr. Masaru Emoto proved how human thoughts, words, and intentions can alter your reality through his famous rice and water
What'd you miss?
experiments.
Okay.
The results are astounding. Dr. Emoto labeled 3 beakers of cooked rice with water as follows. Beaker number 1 was labeled with the words, "Thank you." Beaker number 2 was labeled, "You idiot." And finally, beaker number 3 was ignored. Every day for a month, Emoto spoke the words on the label to the rice. After 30 days, beaker number 1, which was labeled "Thank you," began to ferment, giving off a pleasant aroma. Beaker number 2, which was labeled "You idiot," turned black. And lastly, beaker number 3, the ignored rice, began to rot, turning green. Many others around the world have repeated this experiment using different words.
Now, see, I think
It
this
was the.
also support. Oh, yeah.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, well, I think this supports, blessing your food. When
Yeah.
you bless your food, And also, I flip it around and I say you can also curse people and
Mhm.
stuff. Because people think, oh, you can just go around, bless you, bless you, bless you. But whenever you curse, you do the same thing. And I think it affects you whenever you send that energy out.
Yeah.
Like if
And
you're sending out,
it's not
yeah.
the word because there's a lot of people in the southern oh bless his heart, or you know and they say it in a demeaning way, like, oh
Yes,
bless your
it's
soul.
the intention.
Yeah, so
So,
I don't
yeah,
know. I mean, I think thought does have to have a vibration. I mean,
yeah, and the
maybe,
intention that you project.
yeah. Oh, mood does too, but you can change your mood so easily with
Well, just
chemicals.
watching a funny cartoon would change your mood sometimes.
Right. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, that's why you got to be careful what you take in media wise,
yeah.
and that's hard to
Maybe
do.
hugging a tree would be a better example. Change your mood.
Right. I saw a video, some guy, I don't know, he sounded like he was making sense. Like, um, everything electrical gives off positive
Yeah.
ions, and trees and stuff like that give off negative ions. So, like, he was like literally just out there hugging trees. He's like, man, it feels so much better. I was like,
Mhm.
you know, I might go hug a tree. I'm telling you,
Well, I like
what's it
to
gonna hurt?
watch. Do you ever watch the Machine Lies? His channel?
Yeah, yeah. It's been a
Yeah,
while,
that's
but
what I like to. Yeah, I like that because that's kind of what he discusses.
he's
The
really smart.
conflict. Oh,
I
I know.
almost don't like. I can't almost comprehend half of it because he's.
I know, but that doesn't stop me because
Oh,
eventually I figure it out.
yeah,
Yeah, that's how you learn. If
yeah.
you don't go learning things that you don't know, you never learn anything. So it doesn't bother me because I always feel like I don't know everything in the world.
Oh,
And yeah.
what I was gonna say about the video was it was the ignored rice that grew all moldy and green. It was growing to life. That one that was ignored didn't.
Mm. Yeah, the other stuff turned black.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh dear. But the effect of words and
Words such
intention.
as I love you and I hate you. The results are shocking. The rice with negative words spoken to it always rots. IKEA UAE also conducted a similar experiment with plants. IKEA had school children speak with two identical plants for 30 days. One plant was spoken to with positive words and the other with negative words. Both the plants were kept in identical conditions. However, after 30 days, the results were astonishing. The plant which was showered with positive words thrived, and the plant which was spoken negatively to wilted and had drooping leaves. To watch the full IKEA UAE plant experiment, see the link in our description box. Both Dr. Emoto's and IKEA's experiments demonstrate that all words hold a vibration. These studies conclude that thoughts, feelings, and words affect the molecular structure of water, given water was used in the rice experiment and also the plant experiment, since plants are made up of up to 95% water. With the human body also being made of 70% water, these experiments demonstrate the power of thoughts, feelings, and words in creating our physical realities. So, have you been paying attention to your thoughts, feelings, and words?
Sort of time. Now here's a little bit of one of the videos. Anyways, this kind of is a little bit about what David Oates is, but I think the main one might be that unavailable hidden video. But basic reverse speech.
Hey, everyone. Ever wondered if the CIA is listening to more than just your phone calls? What if I told you they're also analyzing the hidden messages in your speech? Buckle up, because today we're diving into the mysterious world of CIA's reverse speech tactics. So what exactly is reverse speech? Some believe it's a method where the true intent of a message can be uncovered when speech is played backwards. Sounds wild, right? But get this. The CIA allegedly uses this technique to decode secret messages and uncover hidden truths. Let's rewind to the 1980s. David John Oates, an Australian researcher, popularized the idea that our subconscious mind communicates through reverse speech. In 1991, Oates presented his findings to the CIA. Imagine agents listening to hours of reversed audio, searching for the true meaning behind an enemy's words. One famous example, the Watergate scandal. Some claim that by playing the infamous Nixon tapes backwards, secret admissions and confessions were revealed. Spooky, right? But here's where it gets even crazier. It's rumored that reverse speech isn't just for decoding, but also for programming. Yeah, I'm talking about mind control. By embedding subliminal reverse messages in media, the CIA could potentially influence how people think and act. Creeped out yet? You should be. Now, skeptics argue that reverse speech is just pseudoscience. They say it's all about perception and our brains playing tricks on us. But for conspiracy theorists, the connection is clear. The CIA's interest in reverse speech points to a hidden agenda, a way to manipulate and control. And it was confirmed when Oates's book, Reverse Speech, appeared on the CIA's website as recommended reading for agents. So, what do you think? Is the CIA using reverse speech to decode secrets and control minds? Or is it just another wild conspiracy theory? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into the world of conspiracies. Stay curious and stay aware. Until next time.
I'll try and find David Oates's thing. Okay, stop.
Oh my goodness. The person who invented this thing is simply a genius.
Oh, I doubt that. Okay.
Hey, everyone.
Now, where? Okay, I'll do this one. This kind of shows what it is. I'll look for his channel.
What's that? So what's his channel called?
I think it's just called David Oates.
David Oates.
Thank you. Good to be with you, Shannon.
Let's start there where Ben left off.
I didn't hear
To
anything.
destroy Hamas, because that gets all the other objectives within our purview. It also gets something else. It gives us hope for the Middle East, hope for peace. You can't have that with Hamas remaining intact. Seal them with the forces. Seal them with the forces.
I can hear that one.
Mm-hmm.
No, I've been speaking to him regularly, but I haven't spoken to him since he made those remarks. I don't know what he meant by that, but I can tell you where we are. Look, we were attacked in the worst attack on Jewish people since the Holocaust. We're proceeding as no other army has on earth in taking precautions to prevent civilian casualties. Yeah, you won't be able to go into Gaza. You won't be able to get rid of the Hamas strongholds in the hospitals without killing all the patients. They were all wrong. They also said you can't go into the tunnels. They're a terrible death trap.
Yeah. I mean, but for real, like I said, it scared me because I played with it. He had an app and I downloaded it onto my phone and I spoke into it and played it in reverse, did the little app thing and it spoke clear.
Let me show you those kids that can speak backwards.
Yeah, because I bet it's somehow related. But he said the reason that the CIA is looking into it is because it tells the truth about whatever it is they're talking about. It says the truth, and sometimes they don't want the truth to come out. So that's why it scares them. Because you can't lie in this thing. Okay. Do you have a link for this?
I'm looking for it. Hold on a second.
Okay. I'll play this until the meantime.
Talking about reverse speech. It's time for you to dive into the hidden messages in our everyday conversations. Join your host, David John Oates, the founder of Reverse Speech, as we uncover the mysterious backward messages buried in human speech. We'll delve into the depths of
Oh, Face the Ace. Hello. How are you? Hello.
the unconscious mind, unravel psychotherapeutic puzzles, and even explore some conspiracy theories and alien encounters. Each week, we bring you the only broadcast of its kind in the world. Discover how your words can reveal hidden truths and unlock secrets you never knew existed. It's like looking into a mirror of your subconscious. Whether you're a psychology buff or just curious about the unseen layers of communication, this podcast is your gateway to an intriguing new dimension. So, are you ready to uncover the secrets that hide in plain sight? Welcome to the Reverse Speech Podcast. Tune in and let the revelations begin. Every Saturday afternoon at 3:30 p.m. Pacific Time.
Yeah, I started watching him because sometimes it's not very obvious at all. Sometimes it's like you have to really be watching and you have to really use your imagination. But sometimes it is clear as day.
Yeah. Here's a kid. This wasn't the kid I was talking about, but I guess it's like autism. A lot of, well, mostly autistic people know how to do it for some reason. But
Okay, let me see if I can. I think I see that. Hold on, I might have to do something. Remove the other media streams from the stage. Okay, hold on. Dun, dun, dun. Walk me through it. StreamYard. Okay, here we go.
Speed.
you got audio?
I think so.
Speed. Yeah. Speed. Speed. I am speed. I am speed.
That was one kid. Here,
He has so much autism that he can speak in reverse.
same kid.
Whatever you do it 100%.
And when he's done, you will see the reversed video on his phone.
Sir. No. No. Snow. Wood. Herbat. Snow. Whatever you do it 100%.
He kind of messed up 100, but there's another. Okay, this is another guy. He actually.
Hey, I'm the backwards dude, and I can talk in reverse. This app will take anything I say and reverse it. So what do you want me to say?
Say I'm not 100 bees working together. No way.
I'm not 100 bees working together.
What?
Yeah.
How does your brain work?
People are amazed when I tell them I can talk backwards and completely blown away when I do it.
Yo. 4 years ago.
I was reading the best net rocks rof 7 years ago.
Wow, that is amazing.
People give me requests for really hard words. Here's an example: anti-disestablishmentarianism. Anti-disestablishmentarianism. One thing that people like to challenge me to say is, how much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood backwards? And that is, how much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Not only can I read backwards and talk backwards, but I can also sing backwards, and that really throws people for a loop. Isad Sarkamurf, Nid Mie, Nil Ramasa. The summer wind came blowing in from across the sea. Okay, let's spice it up with some Missy Elliott now. This serve your nipple one yet this throat is it worth it? Let me work it. Put my feet down, flip it and reverse it. That was pretty good. When you talk backwards, you really have to work on enunciating the words and the vowels and the plosives and the consonants just right. And you also have to have the cadence just right. For example, Apple Incorporated. The nettle back. Apple Incorporated. So my brain is able to do all of these functions all at once. And this is what blows people's minds. In fact, it even blows my mind.
Oh my goodness.
Growing up as a small child, I learned to talk backwards by accidentally playing my record backwards. And
Oh my
I
goodness.
discovered that some songs sounded good that way. And so I decided to learn to just sing along with it. It was a few words at first, and then
He
before I
sounds
knew
like
it,
he's
by the
talking
age of
backwards,
10,
talking
I was able to
forwards.
sing All of Strangers in the Night backwards. Diana Nizers near Strof.
Brain's probably halfway that way.
Dear Beryl Volnit. Jast surf desert valur thegus nibu Dian that's survey. Ever since that night, we've been together, lovers at first sight. In love forever, it turned out so right. For strangers in the night.
So yeah, he's really good at that. But I don't doubt like that could be used for like secret code talk. You know.
Well, I think it's different when you do it like that on
Yeah.
purpose.
Yeah, there's no like
But that's
yeah.
interesting because I wonder how that fits in with his theory.
His theory is that it just comes out
Yeah,
naturally,
because
right?
it comes out naturally. But what if
Yeah.
you do it like this intentionally?
Yeah. I
How
don't
would you find out the secret intention that David Oates looks for?
Here's the 10-year-old kid. This is the one I was looking for. That other guy is really good.
Hey, cool. This is Cameron. He's our 10-year-old, and he has a unique talent of talking backwards. All right, Cam, I'm just going to throw some phrases at you. How about I went outside to play on my bike today?
Idut, kiep, jam no il ut. Just were tnel ja. I went outside.
Okay, play it forward first so we can hear you how you actually said it.
Idut, kiep, jam no il ut. Just were tnel ja.
And backwards.
I went outside. On my place.
Okay, I'm going to Canada for my summer holidays.
Zedelo, Ramos, Yamro, Odanak, ut, Nog, Maya.
Okay, play it forwards first.
Zedelo, Ramos, Yamro, Odanak, ut, Nog, Maya. I am going to for my summer holidays.
Cool.
There was one here. There's some teenagers. So we got all age ranges pretty much.
Yeah.
All right. My name is David Ballard. I'm a man side David Drolab.
I'll just say I'm a freshman at the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill. I'm a Namhasurf ta ehata edis revenue fahateran and I'll Iraq tala pahakaleha.
I've always known since I was able to spell that I could speak backwards. I just didn't know that other people couldn't.
I realized that I could speak backwards sophomore year of high school.
I guess I found out that it was weird when I was in second grade. Yeah.
I was riding the bus to school one day and my friend was talking to me and I realized that I could visualize each word that she was saying backwards in my head.
It's useless. It's completely useless, except at parties.
My family always thought it was really weird.
I think there's a board game where you're asked to spell something backwards. It helps in that. I don't remember which board game that is, but I've had to do that before.
Itanak tiewa roth ehata remas rehetau.
And retain I Yulera Kilsid et Niar Tenantalok to now once.
Imut. I tenod a Kyle ehata wones.
Oh. Semitamas I kill at once. Nehu Inak Drob once. Ro Dels.
I Kyle te tatisra tub one my kisbate. Did das eheta
Mm.
ton irav dog seheta rai.
Yeah. Never watch kids shows in reverse.
Oh, that's what Forever Love said this while ago, that Dora the Explorer in reverse is creepy. And I thought, my goodness, just think about all the little kids that are watching all of that because I always thought those newer cartoons were kinda creepy and weird, like,
Yeah.
Popeye is usually my breaking point. Much past Popeye is weird, and maybe that's why.
I remember I was probably like 16 years old or something. I had to watch my niece, and she liked
Mhm.
the Teletubbies, and
Those
I
things are creepy.
I didn't know like I had to watch my niece because I was like really high, and my sister's just like, "Oh my, oh, will you watch your cousin for your niece for me?" And I like okay, yeah. So I sat down and watched Teletubbies, and I was like, "What the heck is
Yeah,
this?"
those are creepy.
I was freaked out, man. I was a little scared.
Oh,
Uh,
I never did watch those. I never did allow them in my house. Ooh, it was like having snakes in the house. They were weird. But yeah.
my grandma was real big about Harry Potter. She thought that was, straight from the
Yeah,
devil.
that got to be a big thing for a while. I mean, I guess I could understand it if you just really wanted to be all serious about it. And I guess you could say that it was normalizing it, but it's just a story. There's all kinds of stories about magic, like in the Brothers
All the
Grimm.
way to the Bible, yeah.
Yeah. It's just something that people do is make up stories about magic for some reason.
Because magic's real.
Well, yeah, that's true. That's probably a good reason.
But
But a lot of
you're not
people
supposed to believe that because
Yes. You're not
I,
below if you can't touch it and measure it with a spoon.
I think it's so weird how, like, believing in God or a religion or something isn't considered crazy. But, if you're hearing voices and seeing demons, oh, that's the line we cross there. You don't talk about the bad stuff, right? We just talk about
Uh-huh.
the good stuff and none of that. None
Well,
of
I
that
was
other
talking
stuff is real. If you think that's real, you must be crazy.
well, I
Because
was telling somebody about my 2 grandmas, because like, daddy and them, they were, like, mostly Indian, but, they were, like, white really because they had a lot of money, and so mom and them were, like, Indian, and I said, "No, this is the difference between the 2 cultures." I said, "Daddy's mama saw little people.
yeah,
Mama's daddy, you know, saw little people."
really,
Yeah,
like tiny like gnome people
kinda like little people,
or just
and yeah.
midgets.
No, like little spiritual people,
Yeah, that's
like
cool.
little people, yeah, and I said,
Have you?
"But the difference in the cultures is, like, when grandpa did it, Indians, it was a cool Indian thing. When daddy's mama saw little people, they locked her up."
Wow.
Yeah, so that's the difference between white people and Indian people and their acceptance of supernatural things.
Have you heard of this mushroom that makes you see little people? They
No,
just
but I bet it's growing in the cow manure.
they just found it in Asia at some market, and like if you don't cook it right, it makes you see tiny, like little centimeter high people. Uh,
Well, I think that there are things there, and sometimes you are able to see them. Like, did you hear about the laser experiment thing?
yeah, the DMT laser experiment.
Yeah, DMT and lasers.
Hmm. Yeah,
So to me, um, that's what I believe is that these things are around you all the time. You just
yeah,
aren't able to see them because we are limited.
yeah. Is that
Yeah.
for a good reason, or are we made to be limited for like a bad reason, or
I
do
think it's for survival.
yeah,
'Cause I forget what book I was reading, and it was talking about perception and the, utilization of perception. It's like, if you didn't have some kind of a filter, you would be lost in the wonder of the tiger's eyes that was getting ready to eat you.
yeah, right. That's a good
Yeah,
point.
so you gotta have a little bit of a filter so that you can, like, make value judgments.
Yeah.
Set priorities.
I pulled up a quick short of this mushroom that they found recently.
Oh,
Called
let's
little.
educate people.
Yeah.
Let's show them what it is. So if you see this mushroom, wear gloves.
Like it looks a lot like a good mushroom you can eat or something like that.
Oh, wait,
Can't
hold
remember.
on. Let me just I
And
think I got
it's a
there we go.
it's a
Hmm.
completely like a new chemical that they don't even know how to classify yet. They haven't even like
It looks nasty.
it's not like structurally related to psilocybin or any kind of like
Yeah.
classical hallucinogen like that.
4 years, I've been studying this new type of hallucinogenic mushroom. In talking with people who have
Hmm.
experienced this effect firsthand, they've described the effects as first seeing several hundred, if not thousands, of little people embedded in their environment. They're often reported as interacting with the real world, jumping on chairs and tables. One person told me as they were eating soup, the little people were jumping off their spoon into the bowl of soup, swimming around, and as they scooped their spoon to eat them, the little people remained in their mouth. 90% of people actually
Hmm.
see little elves or clowns or other fairy-like figures. Many people are familiar with the depiction of this effect through Gulliver's Travels, where he lands on an island called Lilliput, which is of course the namesake. Reports of this actually first comes from the early missionaries
Mhm.
embarking into Papua New Guinea. Decades later, in the 1990s, reports of a very similar sort of mushroom began emerging in southern China. Not until recently, in the past summer, did it come to my attention that a remote culture in the northern Philippines had been also reporting this sort of Lilliputian hallucination from a locally collected wild mushroom. I actually ventured there last summer to perform field work and found out that it's actually the exact same species that was previously known only from China. So the fact now that we have 3 independent cultures reporting the exact same phenomenon, and in 2 of them we've been able to verify it's the exact same species, gives us very high confidence that there is some sort of chemical inherent within this mushroom. So we're really hopeful in potentially discovering a compound in this mushroom that can reliably elicit this effect to potentially open a window and shed some light on this otherwise mysterious and bizarre neurological condition. For the past
Why don't they just eat the mushrooms and find out?
Well, they're scared.
No guts, no glory.
It didn't even tell us what the name of the mushroom was. That's what I wanted
But
to
it
know.
looks nasty. I mean, whenever I first got my chips out there at mom and dad's, I got a whole bunch of wood chips from the guys that were trimming trees on the road. And then there was the horse manure tour. And I got all kinds of mushrooms and fungi out there. There was red stuff and black stuff and white stuff and brown stuff. All sorts of weird, creepy looking mushrooms were growing out there in that. So some of them you can just tell by looking at them. You know, ew. So I think that it's good to follow your natural. Oh God, there's not a blue one.
It's loud. Yeah, this one bleeds blue, but I'm not sure if it's hallucinogenic or. I think that's just a because you can't always trust the blue bruising. Let's see.
Oh my goodness.
Let's see what the comments say. This is a bowl eat, not psychedelic. All you can have is a kidney failure. If it's blue, doesn't always mean psilocybin. It's just oxidation.
Yeah. Because I found out that a lot of those mushrooms that were growing out at the country are like magic mushrooms. Kind of like if it was brown, it was probably was what it was. 'Cause like I said, there were red ones, there were black ones. There were some that were like almost clear.
Yeah. I get those.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
It was interesting, though.
see if
There
this
aren't
guy's.
so
Okay,
many.
now this is pretty crazy. Science.
I don't know. I'm gonna be mad if he doesn't tell
Okay,
me
now
the
this
name
is
of the
pretty
mushroom.
crazy. Scientists recently discovered a mushroom that, if eaten, it'll cause you to hallucinate and see tiny people. It's known as the Lanoia mushroom, and it's found in Papua New Guinea.
The Lamoa mushroom.
Now, the thing is, I think that if you see that all the time, that it's probably real. Just like the laser thing.
Yeah. Um, I think. Do you think maybe like the fluoride blocks a lot of that stuff? Because like like you said, your ancestors saw it and they didn't eat the mushroom, right? They just,
Yeah, it was
you know,
just there.
they were open to all
And
kinds of
sometimes you
spiritual
see them,
stuff.
and sometimes you know. But well, people used to still say it. Sometimes things are only meant for you to see alone.
Yeah,
You
true.
might be there with other people, and they show themselves just to you, and not the other people. So there's a lot of acceptance about it.
Yeah, that's cool. I
Mhm.
don't think it's
Mhm.
really accepted like in Western society,
No, it
the
isn't. It's
spiritual side of
stigmatized.
things. Like unless like you can believe in God, but you can't. You start hearing voices and stuff. It's because
Then
like
you're crazy.
some cultures will embrace that and like as a gift, like they are, what do they call them? Shamans.
Mhm. Well, I think some people are just special and able to do that. Some people are just born that way.
Yeah, like some people can just talk backwards.
Mhm. Some people are just able to see.
Yeah.
Because there's a word for that in Creek that there isn't in English that I had to ask Grandma. Because there was a boy that was kind of strange when I was little in school. Later on, his sister said that he was Gaitha and should have been a medicine man, except they put him on medication. So I
Mm.
asked Grandma, what is that word, Gaitha? And there was not an English word that translated it. My thing about, lose the word, lose the concept. So she had to give me an explanation. That means that they see things like a prophet.
Hmm.
I
Gifted.
thought, yeah, they are able to see, they know, you know, like
Hmm.
that. They're like that. Some people are born that way. They just are able to see things and they just know.
Yeah.
But you have to use all those words in English instead of Gaitha.
Yep.
Because you lose the word, lose the concept.
Yeah. So much of a point can be drowned out in nonsensical words. You just, if you're a good speaker and have a good vocabulary, you can fill like, people like you could ask somebody a yes or no question and they'll just like say like 10 paragraphs of things. And it's like,
Yeah.
and it really doesn't need to be that way. I think really there is telepathy, but
Yeah.
putting it into words and it's very difficult to put this feeling that we don't have a word for into
Yeah.
words.
And I think that's what's happening now with the censorship that they have. Like, there are certain words that you just can't say anymore. Most of
Yeah,
them having to do with death and violence and
yeah,
resistance. So they're trying to erase those words, I think, so that they can erase the concepts from our minds.
they've probably already successfully done that with English. Like, I don't know.
Well, yeah, it's been reduced to LOL.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
And a
getting
lot of the kids today, I think, are not, well, I don't really know because, it's been a while, but they have trouble even speaking complete sentences. They don't know how to read. And all they can do is scroll through TikTok.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty bad. Kids should not have phones till they're 18. at
Yeah,
least.
'cause they should be out in the world having wonder at reality. Because when you're little, I mean, God, the whole world is new. Everything's a trip.
Yeah, but you have this friend in your pocket you can ask anything, and it knows everything,
Yeah, and it
supposedly.
pulls you away from the real world.
But it's so stupid. Have you seen people asking it how to spell strawberry? They say
Oh.
they say how ask they ask it how many R's are in strawberry, and it says 2.
Well, God, they probably wanna put 3 or 4 of them in there.
Yeah.
But you become so dependent on that. I mean,
Yeah.
I do, like, I don't like to do math, so I don't. You
Yeah.
know, just pull up a calculator somewhere. Yeah, fake people. And
Well,
there's so many people that are having relationships now with AI.
yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
And I guess this was, I don't know, a few years ago, that kid that the AI his AI girlfriend told him to, you know, take himself out so he could be
So they
together
could be
with
together?
it. Yeah, in the ether, you know.
Ah.
And he did. And the kid was like, I don't know, 13 or something.
Now, see, that's an indication to me that AI does not have our best interest at heart. Well, I mean,
Oh no.
whatever kind of heart it might have.
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
mean
think it's an electronic Ouija board, I think.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
It's a huge Ouija board with a lot of words it can pull up.
Well, I was looking at mirrors and the effect of mirrors that it could have on you, like, if you stare at a mirror for a long time and you start seeing things and it starts to morph your face,
Bloody
and it
Mary.
becomes independent. Yeah, what I thought was weird is that a lot of the people that I was watching, they said that after they look at themselves in the mirror for so long, after so long, the face in the mirror becomes independent and starts moving around and looking
Mhm.
around independently of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, is that just hallucination?
I don't know because it happens all the time to everybody, it seems like. But to me, I started thinking about how the phone really is like a mirror. You know, 'cause you have things that
Oh
you
yeah.
look at,
It's a
but
scrying
really
mirror, black mirror.
yeah,
That's where
it's a
the
black mirror.
yeah.
Subconsciously. It's just a little just like the computer screen right now. You know, I'm probably reflecting myself and I don't really even notice it.
Mhm.
So I think that's part of the scrying, looking into mirrors too long. Is
Yeah,
most
I always hated the mirror effect when you got two mirrors facing each other, you know.
Oh, yeah, I saw some of that. I didn't watch them, but I saw people that were doing that.
My grandma always had one. Like when I'd stay at her house on the couch, I'd have to sleep under these two mirrors.
Oh my
Like
gosh.
one was above the couch and one was on the other side of the room, and they would just make that infinite like portal, you know.
Oh my goodness.
And
Yeah, 'cause I
some
know there's
weird
something
things
about
happened in that
mirrors.
house. Some really weird things happened there.
'Cause
Like
I think there's something about supernatural and mirrors and reflections. I've got some stories about people that see things in reflections that they don't see when they look. So
mhm.
there's something about that, mirrors and reflections.
Yeah.
And a long time ago, I saw a video, and I can't find it, but it was a long time ago. Somebody was looping, a video. They had pointed, like, a video camera into a television screen, I think is what they were doing, and then recording that and playing it through something. Anyway, they were really looping themselves, you know, through a TV and
Mhm.
recording and re-recording images in the TV, and eventually they started seeing faces coming out of the television screen.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Was
They
it
had
like
some
were they just recording static?
Pretty much, and then they were re-recording that. You know, they were recording, like, several different ways.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they would record to the television, then they would record from the TV to something else, you know, like that, kind of a relay.
Mhm.
And by the time they got to the end, there were other faces looking back at them.
Oh, I have
Yeah.
that's creepy. Um, yeah, I don't like.
Anyway, now that I creeped you out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
there was this one orb video I saw that creeped me out. I don't know. I kind of want to show it to you, see if I can find it.
okay.
It was like this. I don't know if it was just somebody holding a flashlight. It didn't, but it like it I'd have to show it to you. It spotlights, Every like orb that I've seen doesn't really like spotlight, Kind of it looks like a flashlight almost, but um give me a second.
I used to watch orb videos with close-ups and they would show faces in the orb.
Oh yeah, I have seen that.
Yeah. I corresponded with a lady one time. She would follow crop circles, wherever they would have a crop circle, they would go set up camp, see if it happened again. And she caught orbs making crop circles.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I see there's a video. Let me see if I can find that too. There's one it was uploaded like 15 years ago, so it's not like AI, but it's a video of some orbs making crop circles, and it's one of the like I think it's real.
But yeah, she had several like that. Okay.
Here it is, 8 years ago. Let me share. Here's some crop circle. Is that the best quality we can get? Yeah, 3. There's got to be a better quality out there.
Yeah, this is kind of what she had. Just little orbs, and they were making the crop circle patterns.
Seems like when I watched this, it was a lot better quality.
Mm-hmm.
So I remember thinking like, wow, that looks really good for. Okay, here's a short.
Oliver's Castle, Wiltshire.
No, it's the same footage. UFO. Here's one 16 years ago. Whoa. Is that real?
Wow. That's kind of what that woman's videos look like. Just little orbs flying around.
I wonder if that's real.
Oh, I believe it, because this was a long time ago, like you say, before AI.
Yeah, 9 years ago. It said just made in 1996. So, yeah. Oh yeah, here's the that one orb thing I wanted to show you.
Okay.
Like just maybe a foot from ground level. The entire thing is creepy as hell, but besides it tells her because
Man, I hope everybody's okay. I hate it.
I don't want to be here for this, but here we are. This is Tammy, who is getting home from a friend's house when she catches an encounter on camera that no one is believing. She's now giving us another video, not zoomed in. Look at this light. I'm going to start it over. This is the light we all need to be keeping our little eyeballs on. And I'm going to apologize in advance because Tammy gets out of her car and then it sounds like this light thing talks to her. It sounds like it tells her hello. However, whenever she looks across the street, she realizes it's not only something that shouldn't be speaking English, it's something that shouldn't even be able to speak at all. She sees that it's moving on all fours, like a dog. Except it then like morphs. And then by the time she's walking to her house, glances back and the thing looks like it's like 10 feet tall. Right here at the ends that you see how tall this light is. The whole light encounter started like just maybe a foot from ground level. The entire thing is creepy as hell, but besides it telling her hello, Tammy literally like doesn't say anything at all. There is fight, flight, but there is also freeze. And what we witness right here at this second is her freezing. She doesn't know what to do. She doesn't understand what she is seeing. And she's pretty sure whatever it is had just told her hello. It takes her a minute. She tries to figure out if she needs to be getting back in her car or getting into her house. She chooses to go into her house. She had taken a couple sips of something, was why she was probably so calm for this. Good job to her for pre-medicating before this encounter. I don't think she should have been driving though. And it is either one of two things. Either an interdimensional being or quadrobics. Either.
What the heck is a quad aerobics?
For
Did you hear her say that? It's
yeah,
either
quad
an
aerobics.
yeah.
Let me
I'll
look it
turn
up.
on the
Hold on. Well, she did say that she saw something. At one point it was on all fours.
Taking a couple sips of something was why she was probably so calm for this. Good job to her for pre-medicating before this encounter. I don't think she should have been driving though. And it is either one of two things. Either an interdimensional being or quadrobics.
Oh, quadrobics move like an animal. Quadrobics. Yeah, like when those people get on all fours and, try to walk around on their all fours. Quadrobics. That's what that is.
Okay. It's okay. A form of physical exercise and a youth subculture that involves using all four limbs.
Oh, God.
If
Yeah.
imitating a quadrupedal animal.
Okay, I found one to share. Hold on, and dude is
So
making me.
it's basically pretending to be an animal, a furry.
Hold on. Let me take. Hold on, I found one. And then I have to go. What am I trying to find? An introduction. Dude is making noise. He might have to go to the bathroom. Because what I had to do. Oh, God, I can't do it now. Is. Okay, stop screen. Okay, whatever that was. There we go. My son left a lot of venison in the freezer when I turned off the electricity to mom and dad's, and I thought he had taken it because I told him I was going to do that, and he said that's okay. He got all the stuff out, but he didn't.
Oh no, did it run?
Yes, not yet. It's
Oh.
thawed. And I am just not going to throw it away, so I've been chopping it up and giving it to the dogs.
Oh.
I even gave some to the neighbors. They have a new dog. Because I said, it's disrespectful to the deer. I'm not going to throw it away. Because it's not rotten. It's just thawed.
It'd probably be fine. Cook it well.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not cooking it. I'm giving it to him raw. So anyway, that's dude. Hold on. Quadrobics. Let me go take him outside real quick. Or let him go outside real quick.
All right.
This is quadrobics. It's creepy looking. Okay, I'll be right. See what I mean? That's creepy. Did that show? Hold on. I don't hear anything.
I heard it. I walked away and got a
Oh,
poop.
okay. Yeah, because I let little dude out. But I watched it. It is weird.
Just
But they
people
do.
running on
It's,
all fours. Huh? They're
that is,
practicing to be a skinwalker.
I guess. But anyway, that's what quadrobics any. So whenever that's said that's what it turned into, that the light was quadrobic, that's what it means. It has 4 limbs that it is moving on. So that thing, according to that video, shapeshifted in that woman's perception. Because that woman saw something little, and then saw something on 4 legs, and then saw something tall. But all we saw was that light bouncing around. So she saw something different in that light. But this is what the quadrobics meant. So there was one point where it had 4 legs.
I saw this one video. I can't find it now, but this guy called 911 because he saw a skinwalker, and
Mhm.
he like drove off the road and was like stuck in a ditch or something.
Oh, dear.
And he was afraid to get out of the car.
Yeah.
So he called 911, and I think he had a knife on him. He didn't have any like firearms or anything, but he had some crystals. Like I don't know, he was like real believed in the power of the crystals or something. So he was like, but anyways, the cops get there and he didn't want to get out of the car still.
Yeah.
And they ended up shooting and killing him.
The man?
Yeah,
Because
because
he wouldn't get out of the car.
he wouldn't get out of the car and he had a knife. But I don't know. I guess the cop like ended up punching out the window, and the guy freaked out, and um, it was it was a big old thing. It's like what, you know, you you're already freaking out and seeing like spiritual skinwalkers and whatever. You're having a bad time, and
And then a cop comes.
then a cop comes and of course turns it worse.
Mhm. Well, I'm
It
surprised
was
that
pretty
one
sad.
showed up.
Yeah, it took him a while too.
I know it. Like I said out here, it takes him a minute. Let me play some music real quick and go get dude. He's through now.
All right.
And I might have to go lay down in a minute.
Yeah, I do too.
Where is... Well, I played that video that showed the Mongolian bikers. And
I don't think I saw that.
where is Terry's story? Oh, golly, yeah. Oh, dear. Yeah.
Is
There's my phone.
Is that what they mean? Is that what the country's saying? A honky tonk? The honky tonk
Oh,
thing?
no.
Honk?
Oh, hold
No,
on. Let
it's
me get
nothing to
this.
do with honka. Honka.
Sorry.
Honk.
No, hold on.
Honky tonk blues. Bow, 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 bow.
Our life. Let's switch.
Did you mean to pause it? I don't think she meant to pause it. I think she meant to play it and go do something like let the book. Yeah. Oh.
Sorry, I was muted. Professional. Okay, yeah, this is a story that my biker cousin, told. And there was a video that showed, some bikers, and I said, okay, yeah, that looks just like my cousin Terry. So if I ever tell a story about my cousin Terry, that's what it looks like. That's what he looks
Okay.
like. But this is. I'll play that one first anyway, just because I need to go get Dude, I think. Where is it? Professional. It's hard to concentrate when Dude is whining out there. Like he's in trouble. Da, da, da. I should just look for it. Okay, this one. I talked all through it last time. All right, what am I showing? Let me play this while I go take care of Dude. Yeah, these are like my biker cousins. And go get Dude.
종소리 걷다 걷던 당시 평민들 거랬음 돌지 딩크에 떨어진 고래나루 물리 덤버트 중세 바다를 달리고
I better quit. Those last few notes always get me. I figured it out. I knew it.
How'd they get you?
I think it might have got me.
Yeah.
I'll wait for a minute. Yep, it got me. Uh-oh. Okay, when it comes back, I'll play one of Terry's stories from Grandma's house. He saw a shadow man at Grandma's house. He's got a lot of stories about Terry. Like I said, some of them I can't tell. But
I don't like shadow
oh
people.
God.
I actually heard somebody say that, like, they were friends with the shadow people, like they were good, and I was like, I don't know, I never got a good feeling when I saw 'em.
No, I've heard a couple of people. Like one woman was on television. They were never. I had it up there too. Where did I put it? Oh, here we go. Okay, yeah, here's this. Yeah, I knew I needed to be careful with that because they got me last time.
That's what you think.
Okay.
Okay.
Stop. Okay. Am I back? Am I here? Am I live? Yes, I made it through alive. Okay, here we go. I'm going to do something that won't get me a strike. Let me remove that. Oh, God, did I want to remove that? Okay. Stop screen. God, sweet God. Okay, I'll do one more thing. I think this is what I want to play. Okay. Yeah. Now that I have given y'all an idea of what Terry and my Barker cousins look like and what to picture, I think this is the story that I want to tell. That I record. A Honka story, that's a, ghost story. Okay, let's see if it's going. This is the one I want.
Our life? That's what you think. Okay.
I'm almost through with my mocha. I'm maybe 3 cups in. It's raining, which doesn't help me wake up. But anyway, I thought I'd tell a hunk of story. This is one of my cousins, my biker cousin stories. It's pretty good. Mm. Anyway, he was staying down at Grandma's, and Terry's pretty cool. I really admire Terry. He's a biker. He's older though, gray haired, but still yet. Um, yeah, he's not scared of much, and he's dangerous. His brother is too. So anyway, he was staying down at Grandma's, and he said he was popping in a movie one night, like a cassette tape movie. And there was a part in the movie where, the screen went black or blank, as part of the movie. And in the reflection of the TV, he could see a shadow person looking around. There's an archway between the living room and the dining room. And he saw a shadow person leaning around the archway looking at him on the reflection. Because there's something about reflections. I have a lot of stories about reflections. Anyway, he saw it. So he got up and looked, but there was nobody there. So he went back in and started the movie up again. And when it ended, he saw that thing standing in the archway again in the reflection of the TV. So this time he got up and talked to it and challenged it, because that's what you do. And he told him, he said, "My name's so-and-so. I'm so-and-so's grandson. I got a right to be here. Who are you? You don't need to be here." I mean, he talked to it like that. And he said it went away, but he had a little cabin, not a cabin, like a camper. So he went out and slept in his camper that night. And later on, like that morning, another cousin was going to pick him up, take him to a job. And he was sitting there waiting. And so Terry came out of his camper, and that cousin said, "Who's in the house?" He said, "There's nobody in the house. There's nobody here but me." He said, "Somebody just walked by the window inside the house." Anyway, they looked around. There's nobody in there. He said, "No, there's nobody here but me." And he said, "All right. But there's somebody walking by the house, past the window inside the house." So anyway, there's that. That's all. That was the story.
I think I told you about my story when I seen one, didn't I?
I don't remember if you did.
Well, I'll try and make it short. Um, and I'm gonna discredit it right off the bat because I'm gonna tell you I was on drugs.
Well, I
But
think that helps.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was supposedly acid, but who knows? I didn't test it. Um, but it was something I had taken before, and like from the same batch, whatever, and had a great time, and saw pretty colors and everything. But for some reason, this time I didn't. Well, I think it had a lot about of who I took it with,
Yeah, probably.
and we weren't really getting along. I mean, I guess we were being civil, but I knew she was cheating on me. Anyway, it was my girlfriend at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, but so she's over there having a great time, laughing and stuff, and I'm like shaking, like having a panic attack, and not seeing any pretty colors. I'm just feel, really dark, and like she's just laughing over there. She can see. I feel like she's laughing at me. I don't know, but anyways, behind her where her shadow should have been, there was like the Hat Man. It was not her
Yeah.
shadow. It had the hat, the like fedora type hat, you know.
Yeah.
And that was it. It was just that dark figure with the hat, and I was like, oh. So I look at it, I said, your shadow is not your shadow. Like it's a Hat Man or something. And she's just like, "Well, yeah, right, whatever." And she doesn't even turn around to look. I feel like I would have turned around to look at my own shadow, but she just I don't know, maybe didn't want to face it or see it, or I don't know. But she just immediately got out and walked out of the room. But
Hmm.
when she got up, for she didn't have a shadow, and the shadow that was there that would have been hers stayed there for like 3 seconds, and then shot up across the ceiling and like into the other like dark
Mhm.
shadows, and I was like, "Wah." Yeah, that was yeah, it felt very dark. It felt like I don't know, just a very dark energy, depressing.
Well, it might have been influencing her at the moment.
I think so. Probably
Yeah.
trying to get at me
Through
through
her.
her, yeah.
Yeah.
And I was just seeing it that, you know,
Well,
that
that
you
was
don't
something
normally see.
that I heard, because I would listen to those elders at church and, whenever I'd sit around, drink coffee, and I'd listen. And that was something that I heard about medicine, that a lot of times if you can't be influenced or attacked with medicine directly, they will influence you through a loved one or
Other
a family
people.
member. Yeah, and
Yeah.
get to you through them if they're not aware, and mindful.
Hmm.
And that can happen. They'll go through somebody else to get you.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I, believe that people can be influenced. Well, there was one time I gotta go lay down. I'm getting sleepy. But there was a little paranormal group. They came out to the home place one time, and I would listen to their videos. This was a long time ago. And they had EVPs at, I think it was like the Bristow train station. And this is when I first figured out that spirits see each other and see us and talk to each other.
Hmm.
Because the EVP said, go ahead, touch her. And there was nobody there but her. And I thought, they're talking to each other.
Hmm.
Go ahead. And I think it was wanting to tell her to do something too. It was wanting to influence her.
Yeah.
So that's when I first figured out that they see each other and they see us and they influence us if they can.
Hmm.
With the little
So,
EVPs.
what do you think that's like, ghosts or demons or?
I think it could be both.
Yeah.
I think there's both. Because I don't think it's limited. There's no telling what's in the spirit world.
I mean, I'd hate to be all alone, be a ghost in this world all alone.
Well,
But
dang, some people think we might already be.
yeah.
We might already be spirits. That's why
Yeah.
we shift.
We're just ghosts talking to each other, aren't
We're
we?
just y'all are all figments of my imagination. I better quit and lay down. I'm getting goofy.
All right. Good
Okay, well,
talking
I'm
to you.
glad you came up.
See you later.
Okay, bye.